morning. Let's get this show on the road. We got a ton of stuff to do. It's going to be another busy day, guys. Just let me finish getting situated here. There we go. What's up, Paul? Good morning or afternoon. I guess it would be evening in Portugal, right? So, Mezer, what's up? 09 Train, what's up? How you doing, man? Get all this stuff situated, and we got a ton of freight to move today. We've got a ton of freight, and we got two brand spanking new F7s for the railroad. Look at this, look at this shot right here. Like, it's the old and the new. Two F7s in the background and a mogul in the foreground there. Like, you can't get any more contrasty than that, right? Mrs. Spur rocking the chat today. Enjoyed her day off. All right, we're going to be with it in just a second, I promise. I should put it on the metal playlist. That would definitely get everyone going this morning. Like, that would. All right. Nice. F7s are a mod. Yes, they are. They're off of Nexus Mods. They're the F7s from Nexus Mods. This is what we got. We got two A units. You can... I've got, as far as mods, the only mods that I've got right now in game are locomotives. And we've got the F7A, the F7B, the RS1, and the U30B. Right now, we're just sticking with the F7s. Like, I'm tapped. I don't have any more money. We might buy the SW1 today. During stream, we'll have to wait and see how that goes. I'm not like, I kind of want to take a loan and just go on and get it, but then part of me wants to hold off, so I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, these are our two brand new F units. These are going to be our heavy haulers for now. We're talking, man, we're talking over 100,000 pounds of tractive effort. Let's go to the game stream. Cool, I'm going to have to pick them up. Love the classic F7s. Yeah, Mezer, they're absolutely worth it. They look good. They look really good, and they sound good too. You'll hear in just a second. They look good though. So I think these are 56,000 pounds. Let's see. 56.5. So we're talking about 113,000 pounds of tractive effort. So not too bad, right? Not too bad. I think it'll handle everything we got right now. What this train isn't too bad. I think we're looking at 39 cars, 1,724 tons. We got to make a set out though. We got to make a set out in a pickup here at the paper mill of Silva. This is what I kind of do. I like to put some blocks here. These are my northbound cars here at Silva, and let's get that back up to real fast. There we go. This is my northbound block here, going up to Bryson block, and then I'm going to put a Silva block here instead of taking them to Dillsboro. And then we got an outbound block on the south end of the siding too, so we got a good bit. Jason Pace, what's up, man? Says howdy, those diesels looking good. Yeah, they do look nice, right? Like, because like when I got them yesterday, they're kind of plain Jane, right? They're just black and yellow, but we're kind of going for like an old school Clenchfield look or something, you know? So we got the 300 and the 301 here. They're pretty nice. They're pretty nice. I'm really happy with them. They sound really good. Get that down a little bit more. All right, there we go. Sweet. Yeah, thanks everyone for joining in, man. I've so enjoyed these streams. You can ask Mrs. Spur. I get really stoked about them. We done a lot of streaming this week too. We did extra stream yesterday. As it gets more into like the Christmas holidays, I may wind up doing more streams, just for the fact that if I stream, I don't have to edit, and editing takes up like a good portion of my day sometimes, even though it don't look like it, because I don't do a lot of heavy editing, but it's still kind of you know, a little bit involved in time. So all right, let's go ahead and get started. Let's get a handbrake on this guy. Let's cut. I kind of actually, you know what, I shouldn't have done that. Because I think what we're going to do is hang on to those. So let's take them ahead just to scooch and then recouple, and we'll hang on to them. The only thing about the diesels, and I know some guys brought this up yesterday, the only thing about the diesels is that they are so slow to load, right? Like it takes them a minute to ramp up. Like there's a huge difference between these and the Steam. Steam, man, you can get on the Steam and it's ready to go. Like, man, you can yank on cars like no tomorrow with Steam. The diesels, not so much. It's a little harder to kick. To me, it's definitely harder to jerk cars by. Like, I jerk cars by all day long with a Steam, but with the diesels, it's a little different. Like, it's not quite as easy. Okay, now let's take these guys ahead. It's like I go to number 4 and it sits there for a second, right? Like it doesn't immediately do something. It takes it, like it has to think about it before it actually does it. Yeah, the diesels definitely have to think a few minutes before they do anything. All right, man, we got 3 loads of coal for Silva. Nice. Nice. Traffic is picking up. What are we up to now as far as tier wise? I can't remember what I did yesterday. We do have Robinson Coal going. That's big for us. We're only tier 3. Yeah, we're only tier 3. I bumped it up to tier 3 yesterday. I don't think we're going to do tier 4 just yet because honestly I don't have the pultwood cars to do it. I don't think I have enough pultwood cars to do it. We need another set. Like I'm thinking we need like maybe 10 more cars to like effectively be able to move the pulpwood we need for this place. So that's kind of a big problem for us. Yeah, let's shove it on back here. So we'll grab these wood racks, set them over on the head end of our train, and put these Silvas in the siding, and then they'll be good to go for our yard job. Our paper mill job. Let's see, is there any handbrakes on those? No, they're good. Sweet. So you got another big cut of Robinson Coal inbound. We put it to tier 3 right off the bat. So we're having to move a lot of stuff. Come on, go. It's a little bit of a grade right here. Nice, there we go. All right, let's take them ahead. Yeah, they're definitely way laggier than the Steam. That is for sure. Come on, connect up. There we go. Now, they sound pretty good. They're pretty decent. I'm actually quite impressed with them. Of course, like the GP38s, everyone say those are the best, right? The GP38s are the ones to go with, but I didn't want to go, like, to me, the GP38s are in-game. At this point, they're kind of in-game diesels, and I really just didn't want to, I didn't want to jump straight to the in-game, right? Like, I want to enjoy the stuff in between, so we're going to do F7s, RS1s, and, U30s, U30Bs starting out, and then, you know, eventually we'll get to some of the other stuff too, but... Alright, let's shove this guy back. Very 1990s, early diesels load instantly and stop on a dime. Jess, what's up? This is my first live stream. Welcome. Glad you could stop in. I've been trying to stream more. I've really enjoyed it. It's something different. Allows me to interact with you guys, and I don't have to edit, right? It's a win-win all the way around. It's honestly, it's win-win all the way around. You can't go wrong with it. Okay, we'll get this back together. After we work Silva here, next cut's going to be Dillsboro. We got a little bit to go to Dillsboro. Not a lot. I'm still debating putting my Silva stuff in Dillsboro. I haven't seen the point of running them all the way to Dillsboro just to bring it back south to the paper mill. I like this siding is never used for anything. There's never any meats down here, so It's just a it's a good place to set out blocks. Okay, whoa, stop, stop, stop. Put that handbrake there. This one here. All right, take them ahead. I'm gonna say we'll set these over and we'll be good to go. We got to get rid of the number 2. I don't think we're going to get rid of it. I definitely want to replace it. I want to replace it with an SW1. So we're going to kind of let things play out a little bit here starting out and see what happens. And then I may go ahead and take out another loan and get the SW1 for down here because like fueling purposes, right? Like this locomotive is captive to Silver Paper Mill. It stays down here all the time unless you have to get coal. And that's honestly like that's kind of a pain. It's kind of a pain. So I figure diesel can hang out down here a lot longer than steam. Right, let's shove this guy back in. We'll shove him to a spot. I've already got more stuff to work here. We may have to pull these loads and empties and put them on our outbound cut there before the 511 train gets down here. 511 is massive. Like she's up in Ayla right now, and that train is gonna be massive by the time she picks up that Whittier cut. Man, this is gonna be a huge train. Hey Jacko, what's up, dude? Says another day with Spur keeping me company while I work. That's awesome, dude. I'm glad I can help keep you company. You guys keep me company too. Jeff says, yeah, I caught you this time. Yes, Jeff, we've got Robinson Coal. We're in business now, dude. We're tier 3. I can't get any higher than tier 3 yet, but we're tier 3. As soon as we can get T5, we're going to bump it up. We got our 2 F units here. These are going to be our heavy haulers on the main line now. They're going to take over the 510 and the 511 trains. We need a B unit. A B unit would be really nice. Man, if we stuck a B unit in between those, like, I don't think there's anything on this railroad that set wouldn't be able to do. They're just so laggy. They're just like, there's so much more responsiveness with the steam than there is the diesel. Nice, tier 5 would be awesome, and yes, with Robinson mod, no more having to take out loans, right? Yeah, I may do the Robinson mod. I haven't done it yet. I looked at it. I've looked at a few. There's like 1 or 2, right? I want to run it at T5 first for a bit and see how it kind of works out on my railroad before I max it out to, you know, with that mod. So we'll see. We're just kind of letting things play out and seeing what happens here. This guy, yeah, they're getting him slowed down a little bit there. But yeah, I'm hoping the money starts really rolling in. Like we haven't had a problem with money. It's just it's so slow to come in. It takes us forever to do anything in the railroad. Like it takes forever to progress. All right, so this bad boy is done. Yeah, he's done. What do we got here? We got 35 cars now, 1,400 tons. Not bad. That's pretty decent. We got Dillsboro's on the head in. Well, actually, we've got the Bryson cars now to head into. We could have backed on top of them, but I don't really want to do that. So we got Dillsboro's to set out. Robinsons are going there. We've got Bryson's and Whittier's on the bottom. We'll just cut those off when we get there and set the others on top. We'll be good to go. Tier 5 is good. 25 cars a day. 24 hoppers and 1 boxcar. Josh says Spur's on a streaming roll. Yes, sir, I am. I was just saying earlier when the stream started that probably as it gets into the Christmas season, I'll probably actually stream more. Just for the fact that I don't have to edit anything, and editing takes up a little bit of my day, and so it allows me to have a little bit more free time during the, like in the evening. And plus, I just enjoy interacting with you guys really more than anything. Stream. Miss Spur calls it Streammas, right? Yeah, we might have Streammas. As it gets close to Christmas, we might have Streammas where like everything is streams. We could. I've thought about that. It might be a thing. All right, let's get this guy out of here. We're gonna take him to Dillsboro for right now. Yeah, let's AI him. Let's follow him. Here we go. Yeah, let's follow with him a little bit here. And let's take him to Dillsboro. Let's take him to Dillsboro. The great thing about this set is you don't have to turn it. I really like that. Like, that saves a little bit of time as far as moving the freight. We don't have to turn anything. Like, we can just go. We can just go and do it. Okay, so let's go up here. We'll run down the main. We'll set these Dillsboros out in the yard. Let's bring them up here. There we go. Nick from Vegas. Morning, everyone. Love watching the stream while I work. What's up, Nick? How you doing, man? There's so many people. Like, it blows my mind. There's so many people watch this while they work. But I totally get that because I've done that in the past too. So I've done that before. This person says, don't forget to smash the like. Yeah, absolutely. YouTube loves the like button. They like the like. I've been doing a bunch of work in the basement as we realized to keep you around for the company. Yeah, that's cool. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I really do. It's just like chilling with friends, right? Chilling with friends and playing a game. An update came out for Grocery Store Simulator. Going to check it out, and then hop on Farm Simulator 25. You know, I've been looking at Fast Food Simulator. That horn is kind of legit, right? Like, it's not too bad. That's pretty legit. I have to admit, I should have maxed the speed out. I didn't do that though. I totally should have maxed the speed out. But yeah, I've been looking at Fast Food Simulator. I might actually try that out. It looked kind of fun what I've seen of it. Jeff says, I smashed the like immediately when I hopped in. Jeff destroyed it. He didn't just smash it, he destroyed the like button. Just says, I don't worry, but I love watching anything with simulator games or anything with trains, right? You can't go wrong with that. I'm the same person. Like, I kind of lean towards simulators more than anything. Sometimes I do first-person shooters. You know, play NCAA football. That's a simulator too, just a football simulator, right? Like, they're all simulators. Fast Food Simulator is more multiplayer based, really. Happy having stream on TV while I work today. Jason, nice. Farm Simulator 25 is way better than 22. It has tornado. Is that a tornado? It has a tornado game. The only thing, Jess, about Farm Simulator, like, I almost pulled the trigger on it, and then some of you brought up a good point in one of the other streams, right? There's not many mods for it, and I have a ton of mods for Farm Simulator 22. Like, I've got some badass stuff in that game, like some huge planters and all kind of stuff. So that's the only thing that's holding me back from getting Farm Simulator 25, is that there's just not many mods. So I may let it simmer just a bit, right? We sit on it and let some mods come out, and then we go back, you know, and hit it up. But Bezzer says he's working while watching, listening to the stream. Trains and farming is how I roll, says Jeff. Yeah, I enjoyed Farm Simulator. It's been a long time since I played. You know, Farm Simulator, when I did it for the channel, it didn't ever really do that. It didn't do that good, but I really enjoyed the hell out of that game. Honestly, I had more fun like streaming it. Like, Mrs. Spur and I, actually, we got some streams. We did Farm Simulator, raising our horses. We're raising horses if Mrs. Spur wasn't running me off the road with her tractor, like sideswiping me and stuff. She was getting vicious in that game. You play 22, but it's not working for you. It just stopped, really? But 25 will work. Can you play 25? Mods are coming. Giants haven't released the editor tool for modders yet. I got you. So that's a big hold up for them then. They just don't have the ability to do it, right? I've just hoping that it'll be really easy to swap the 22 mods to 25, right? Like they may take a little like re-import or something, but hopefully it won't be too big of a deal. Spur says he shouldn't have poked the bear. It's totally his fault. Yeah, she used to get up beside me with her tractor and run me off the road into trees and stuff like that. It was vicious. Switch track, what's up, dude? This is Mortis Spur. Yeah, I hope you guys had a good start to your day. It was kind of cold here this morning. It was like 32. I think 32 when I took the kids to school. So not too terribly bad. I think it was colder yesterday, actually. All right, so we need to, we're gonna let this guy run up here to Dillsboro. We gotta make this little set out up here, and we've got to plan out our meet. I think we're gonna meet the 511 at Thomas Valley, and we need to go check on Big Emma at Ayla. Big Emma. How badass is it she's got her own name, right? There we go. Let's see. What do we gotta do with her? Oh, we're done. Nice, we're done. So we can run her down to Whittier and make that huge pickup down there. But I think we've got some work to do in Whittier, though, before we can do that. I think we're going to hold her out of town or hold her out of the yard just a little bit until we figure out what we got to do in Whittier here to get ready. Because we got like a double cut to pick up in Whittier. You know what? Cancel that. Let's warp speed. There you go. Mr. Sulu, warp speed. Now got maxed out. We're running our freight so slow. The railroad's going to be what's wrong with you? Like you got it max that speed out, bro. What's wrong with you? Okay, I remember what we're doing now. This is where we left off yesterday. Last little bit of the stream, we grabbed all these cars and got to grab these two. Okay, that's what we're doing. Let's get number dose here. No, it's not number dose. It's 601. I get confused with them. It's like getting confused with all my kids too. I never call them by the right name. You go through all their names. When you have to call for them to come in the house, you have to go through all their names. And they're like, I'm not so-and-so. You know, my name is this. And I'm like, you know who I'm talking to. Yeah, you know who you are. You absolutely know who I'm talking to. Get in here. Okay, let's get this guy up here. Let's grab these. Hopefully we'll have this stuff taken care of by the time the 511 gets down here. Log cars are ready to go. Yeah, we got to get this guy out of here. Let's get to number 3. Select. Why won't it let me? Come on, select. There we go. Number 3. Where does this guy go? I can't remember which one is which. Is it this one? Yes, it is this one. Okay. Let's put him there. Good. The other cut should be ready to go down at the other place. Bushrack says it's getting chilly here too. Yeah, we had our first frost just the other day, which is crazy for the Texas Panhandle. Usually we have a frost about the middle of October, like around October the 15th, give or take, you know. But it waited way late this year. McJacket says got your first snow. Yeah, they did have a ton of snow in the northwest corner of the Panhandle up towards New Mexico, up towards Clayton. They got like 2 feet of snow. It was a ton of snow they got. And we just got like 3 inches of rain. Josh got a snowstorm in Chicagoland. Nice. It's Chicago. It's snowing in Chicago right now. The Drifter, what's up, Drifter? Is high. Bezzer says it's 36 degrees outside, 64 inside. No snow here. Yeah, but it's on its way. Where are you at, Metzer? If you don't mind me asking, like you don't have to be specific. If you don't want to. Just generalize, right? I just figured out that's from The Fifth Element. Love that movie. Switch Track knows what I'm talking about. What's wrong with you? I love that movie too. I love anything with Chris Tucker. Like that dude is hilarious. It's kind of sad, right? Like He doesn't do the stuff like he used to do back in the day. The Rush Hour movies, man, the Rush Hour movies were amazing. I'd love it if they could do another one. But you know, poor Jackie Chan, he beat himself to death, right? Like he can't do anymore. Like he's just physically not able to do it. And plus he's getting on up there. But man, if there was a way they could pair them together, if they could pair them away like together somehow, that would be amazing. I'd be all about it. 901, morning Spur, sorry late to the party. No worries, dude. Absolutely glad you're here, man. Just show up when you can. Doors always open. Doors always open. I'll be the first to tell everyone I totally understand, you know, if you can't make it or can't watch the channel or whatever, you know, I know everyone has their own lives to keep them busy. You know, just stop in and say hello when you can. Does snow spawn in Railroader? No, it don't have snow on the ground. We do have rain. We may change it up today, though. Let's change it up from the rain. It rained all day yesterday. Let's do, what was it? Weather, cloudy 3? Did that do it? No, I don't. Yeah, I did. Right? It stopped raining, so it did something, right? That's kind of nice. I dig this. I wish they had a nice sky dome in game. I know I've said this on the videos. If they had a really nice, yeah, this ain't gonna work. That's totally ain't gonna work. Shoot. Well, I guess we'll finish this up. No, we can't. We can't finish that up. Doggone it. I guess we gotta just shove this guy out of the way with the number 3 so we can get out of here. I didn't even realize. I wasn't even thinking this dude was hanging out. What's that? Federal Railroad Administration? Yeah, FRA. Yeah. Mrs. Spur, she sits across me. If you guys wondering who I'm talking to is Mrs. Spur. She sits directly across from me, so. In the DFW area here, no snow, but where is this dude going? Oh, it's just pulling him down, right? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Whoa. This ain't gonna work. Stop. Is this, I don't think this is this switch okay? Yeah, it is. Okay. I thought we were about to have problems here for a second. Yeah, what a cluster. I totally wasn't thinking when I did this. All right, we're just going to shove this guy out of the way a little bit. Just get him out of the foul, and then there we go. That's good. Right there. We'll have to move him back. That's a steep little grade down into there. That thing's legit, especially with these tiny engines. Okay, cut him off. Let's back him up. Get him out on the main, and then we got to pull him back because now we got the 601 trapped. I should have finished this up before I did the number 3, but I really want to keep these logs moving. Like they got to go. We can't mess around with logs. Now let's take him ahead. Jason says in DFW, no snow, but it got down to 40 last night. Winter is here, right? I think it got down to 32 here. It was 32 this morning when I took the kids to school. Usually it's always the coldest, like right at daybreak. Squeaky says, yo, what's the word? Mrs. Spur says bird. The bird is the word, right? I'm surprised she caught that. She does know that song. I love the Family Guy where Peter discovers the bird is the word. He's like playing it all the time. It's hilarious. The bird is the word. Joe Roy, what's up, man? This person says great minds think alike. That's absolutely true. Ms. Spur's on top of it this morning. She left me though. She took off to somewhere else in the house. I don't know where she went. You can do weather snow, but it doesn't accumulate on the ground. Oh, okay. So it can snow, but it doesn't accumulate. We'll try it out in a second. Let me get this guy. Let's get this situated here because we had a little bit of a cluster. Anyway, Joe, I hope you're having a good day, bro. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. You feel like Mrs. Spur thinks I just did an FRA violation. I don't know what I did to do a FRA violation. The wood must flow. You're absolutely right, Squinkies. That is for sure. What is our log? What's the log situation look like here? 33. Yeah, we've got. I kept it maxed out. I've kept it maxed out, but I kind of goofed up yesterday and got behind. Okay, let's go. The wood must flow. It's like the spice. I'm gonna ask you guys a question. I've got a question for you. Y'all pay attention, okay? What's the best Dune movie? If you watch Dune, there's a few out, right? There's the 80s version, the Sci-Fi Channel version, and then the new one. What's the best one? All right, let's drag these back out. Sting gets my vote. The new ones are pretty good. I guess she's talking about you coupling two cut of cars to each end of that. Yeah, in the middle. Yeah, you could totally do that. We used to do that in real life. Like, that wasn't a thing. Damn, I don't think he's going to be able to drag this out. Come on. Can you do this? Wow. Come on, go. Number 3, go. Go, dude, go. We can't leave 601 trap. Come on, you can do it. You can totally do this. Oh, she's trying, right? Like, she's trying so hard. Man, she's about empty too. We need to fuel her up before we go. Come on. Come on. Do it. Do it. Well, I have to do my Emperor Palpatine. It's one of my favorite movie lines. Do it. Dune. Yes, it's Dune. Dune. D-U-N-E, not Doom, but Dune. Don't bust a knuckle. Can you get knuckles in game? I've never got one, so I don't know. Man, she's pulling hard though. She's really struggling with it between. All right, I'll tell you, my favorite Dune movie is the sci-fi version. Actually, I've only seen the original Dune movie and then the sci-fi version. I haven't seen the newest ones, but I really like the sci-fi version. Come on, pull, do it, just a little bit. We just got to clear up just a tad. I've only part 1 of the new ones. You know, seen the part 1 of the new ones. Okay, that's good enough right here. Let's go ahead. Let's get a handbrake. Man, number 3 struggled with that. Holy crap. Okay, let's. The only thing is we can't get fuel right now because we're blocked off. And it's still like. It is really struggling with that. Let's get another handbrake. There we go. The new ones are fantastic. You really should watch them. I like the OG one with Sting, just for the nostalgia tag, right? Yeah, the OG one. Of course, that was the one I watched first way back in the day, and then I watched the sci-fi ones. We wound up with the sci-fi DVD set. My parents actually gave it to us, and we watched it. It was way better than what I thought it would be. Okay, this guy, he's uncoupled. Let's get him. There we go. It should make one more trip, right? 2,000 gallons. It's halfway. It's half full. We'll be optimistic about it. It's half full, not half empty. Let's take him down here. AI. We'll make one more trip. Hopefully this don't bite us in the butt. You're fine to go up the hill. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Saw NS Grainer stall out on the Highland Cut up in PA last weekend. Had to run the helpers out to him, and then after that, they busted a knuckle when they started pulling. Oh no, shitty rainy day to swap out a knuckle in. Yeah, it never happens in good weather. It never happens in good weather. The first knuckle that I ever had to replace in real life, my engineer actually helped me. He felt so bad about it. It was totally his fault. 1000% his fault. He knew it. He knew he messed up. He got us a knuckle 13, about 12 or 13 deep. And he helped me replace it. He sure did. All right, he's on his way. Big Emma's holding up here. We got to grab the 601. We got to finish this move real fast. Yeah, we got to finish up this move so Big Emma can make this pickup here. Let's get that switch back right. That one's good. All right, 601. Let's take him ahead. Maybe it had something to do with they stalled in the first place. So they got a knuckle starting out, so they probably slipped. They probably slipped and the slack ran in and then ran back out and they popped their knuckle. It probably wasn't too terribly far back, I would imagine. That's basically what happened to me on our first knuckle, except it wasn't weather related. It was engineer related. So we're coming around to a stop signal, or we're coming around to a signal that we think we might have to stop in, and it's in a big right-hand curve. And so, and it's going downhill, and he set up the brakes, and the train squatted. We squatted with the signal just out of sight around the curve. So he got into the throttle and tried to drag the train around there to see it without letting go of the brakes. And the lead engine slipped when he did that. Like, he was pulling on really, really freaking hard. They slipped and the slack ran in and out, and it popped the knuckle about 12 deep. I didn't see where it happened, but given how quickly they started moving when it busted, I don't think it was too far back. Yeah, I'd be willing to bet with them starting off like that and it being rainy weather, I'd be willing to bet it wasn't very deep. It was probably about a dozen deep. I've read this other places too, like when you get knuckles like that from slippage, it's usually about a dozen deep. The only time I saw the train, we were running both FL9s, 488, 489. For the full 5-car roster coaches. It was late fall, wet leaves. Yeah, leaves will definitely get it. We were dragging one loco in the rear and one on the front. We hit the ruling grade and had to bring in another engineer to get into the rear loco to help push. That's cool. Kudzu was a big thing for us. How many of you guys are familiar with kudzu? Have you ever heard of kudzu? It's a vine. That stuff would grow over the tracks. And if you ran over it and mashed it, it was like slimy. It was like, it had this slimy texture to it. Happens as you cut semi-frequently. It's the highest point in an S-Port Wayne line, and there's a serious compound curves right at the peak. Yeah. It's got all that rolling resistance of the curves on top of the grade, too. All right, let's see if we can... we get that? Where's the other brake? There's the other brake. We had to tie two of them. All right, 601. Let's see what you can do. Surely you can do more than the number 3. The number trace. Come on, just a little bit, dude. Just a little bit and then some. So shit, in case they roll back on us. The 901 says the Georgia State flower. Dude, that's right. It's constant battle. Constant battle with kudzu. That stuff can grow a foot overnight. It's crazy how quick it can grow. They tried to keep it off the main pretty good. They did fairly decent keeping it off the main, but it would grow up on certain sidings and stuff like that. It would get up on there. And I think that's good there. Kudzu takes over everything too. If you guys aren't familiar with it, like it'll completely choke out entire forest. Like it is legit. It is absolutely. Oh, we got to go the other way. Never mind. It is legit. Yeah, we'll kick this guy. We'll just kick him to a spot. We'll kick the hell out of it. Man, sometimes I click these switches and like they just don't seem like they want to do anything. I don't know if it's just me or what, but it's like I have to be really deliberate to get them to throw for some reason. All right, let's kick this guy. Let's go. That car should be like pretty close to being done. All right, now let's AI him back. Let him get the train together while I babysit this car. Get on the spot. Do you oil tanker? What's that? What's an oil tanker? What are you talking about, Drifter? Do we moved some oil in game? We just spotted one up yesterday at that place up in Bryson. There's not a whole lot on here. There's Hollyfield up in Whittier. We could do. Are you talking about it in one of your Run 8 series? What's that? Kudzu switch track? Probably. I was probably talking about it over at Talbotton on the Fitzgerald sub. There's a spot there that always had a lot of kudzu. All right, we'll spot that guy there. Kerbo does play this game. You're absolutely right. Kerbo does play this game. Kerbo stops in every once in a while. Kerbo's a good guy. I like him a lot, and he's got a good channel. So definitely check out Kerbo if you haven't. I'm sure probably a lot of you guys are already familiar with Kerbo. All right, let's get our train right. Yeah, he does Railroader and Run 8, and he does Star Citizen too. He's one I've watched some do Star Citizen. Like, I have to live vicariously through other people with Star Citizen because I just can't convince myself to buy it. I said I really just do think I would be disappointed. All right, so this guy's good to go. Man, I think what we're going to do is just back it on top down here. I think that's the only choice we got. We'll back him on top there. We'll have to we'll probably have, hopefully by the time we get the train together, it'll almost be on top of this one. We may have to reverse a little bit and get that one too. All right, sweet. Big Emma's cooling her heels up here. This is good, and we need to take care of Dillsboro while that happens real fast. We need to check on the number 3 real quick. Numero Trace already loading up. Nice. All right, she's good. We'll just leave. Actually, no, we're not going to leave her. What we're going to do, let's take the number 3 down here and get these other logs. Bezer says Kerbo's a great guy. Absolutely. The Fedora Railroad. Yeah, you're right. 901. You're absolutely right. The Fedora. I forgot that he called it the Fedora. All right, so let's go. Now we can take care of Dillsboro. Got the 300 up here. Now we gotta make this set out. I think one handbrake will be enough. Let's grab this guy. We'll set them over. Let's set them over here for now. Maverick, what's up, dude? Not not much going on here. We just dieselized. We're moving a ton of freight, dude. Like, we've got Robinson Coal online and traffic. Like, look at this train. Traffic is booming now, dude. It really just is. It's absolutely booming. Got our 2 F units here. Doing some work. Do you play Train Sim World 5? You know, I'm not opposed to giving it a try. I'm really just not. Like I said, it's just you know, trying to get the space to do it on this PC. There's just too many games to play and not enough hard drive space, guys. It's like it's it's a constant battle not having enough. We're going to work on that though. We're going to work on that. We're probably going to get another NVMe drive. Slap it on the motherboard. Starting to look like PSR Air Train, right? Yeah, it is. It's getting pretty legit. About 30 to 40 cars a pop now. Big Emma Southbound's the one I really want to watch. She's going to have a ton. She's going to have a double pickup at Whittier from the sawmill, so that's going to be a decent size cut to get. And she's already got a decent sized train with all that coal on it. This is going to be a good one to watch. We'll have to keep an eye on her when she does that. But yeah, I don't have a problem trying out TSW. I don't. You know, they're all different. They're all different games, you know. So like Run 8 meets my realism needs. You know, Railroader does like my my early steam, you know, steam, early diesel, railroad kind of management, like growing and building up your railroad. These doors are open. I didn't realize that. I'm surprised we didn't dump our coal out. All right, let's bring this guy back over. They do sound good, right? Like, they're not bad. Honestly, I was like thoroughly impressed. It's not bad. Especially for a mod. I mean, this is free. You know, like, you can't beat free. You can't beat free this day and time, and they sound really good. Like, I was really pleased with the quality overall. I don't know who did these, but whoever it was, they did a good job. It looks nice. There we go. Appalachian and North Cherokee Railroad. I almost changed the name to Appalachian Northern. May do that. I decide, kind of throwback. Model railroading. Metrolink is in Train Sim World 4 and Train Sim World 5. Yeah, if I did TSW, I think like doing some commuter stuff. I looked at like some of the stuff in the UK. Honestly, kind of appeals to me. And I think, you know, our UK friends might enjoy that. So, I don't know. We'll see. All right, this guy should be just about good to go. We can blast off out of here. Head north. Let's see, what do we got? Now we got to go to Thomas Valley. Yeah, Thomas Valley is where it's at. Let's just put this guy in the hole. Oh, I got to get that handbrake. Doggone it. Cancel you out. Max the speed out. I don't understand why the max speed is always 35. Why is it max speed just max instead of 35? That handbrake. There it is. Yeah, I think this would look sharp with a B unit in between. Man, that would be sharp. That'd be beyond sharp. It'd be badass. Like, hey, really? MSFS24 is getting bad reviews, but so is FS25. But I like it. What is the problem with FS24? Dang, it literally just came out. Like, what's the problem? Like, how's anyone had enough time to really play it and like fairly like figure out what it's all about, right? Disaster of, okay, you're right. I did see that. They had server problems, right? What their server problems or I'll be honest with you guys, I hardly ever get a game on the day of release. Usually I always wait a little bit. Like it is very rare for me to get a game on the day it releases. Like I wait like a week or two. Maverick says, I'd love to see some Australian routes. It's not too different from what we got here in North America. They got some cool looking. Yeah, they do. Yeah, Australia would be cool. Was that railroad down there that moves that, do they move iron ore? It has bugs, but nothing is ever perfect. Yeah, nothing is. Like, that's the thing. Like, people are so highly critical of games nowadays. And there's, the thing is like games have gotten so complex. They've gotten so complex and involved back from the days when I was playing like Chuck Yeager's Flight Simulator and the mountains were little pyramids and the rivers were like zigzags. Like there's so much more that goes into games nowadays than what there used to be. Kerbo, what's up? We were just talking about you, Kerbo. We're just talking about the Fedora. Turns out offering a huge game as a streaming service needs a lot of servers and bandwidth. Who could have foreseen that? You would have think Microsoft would have foreseen that. Maybe they didn't expect, like, maybe they undersold themselves when they did it. They're like, yeah, well, we expect X, Y, Z, but they got way more. A lot of people paid $70 and they couldn't play. So it's not quite the game itself that's getting bad reviews. It's just a launch. I've seen that with World of Warcraft, like on some of their expansions, right? Like and they're like they were at least one of the premier like online games with Blizzard for years. They kind of, honestly, to me, they kind of like set the bar. Ensuring ensuring maximum server crush. Kerbo thought his ears were burning. Kerbo popping in between meetings there. Can you multiplayer in Railroader? Yes, you can do multiplayer in Railroader. I have done that before with community multiplayer. We need to do another one sometime. It's just, you know, community multiplayer games are best in the evening, and it's hard for me to get like any kind of amount of time in the evening to be able to sit down and do that. That's really what it boils down to. You know, like you need a fair amount to do a good multiplayer session. You need a fair amount of time to sit down undisturbed and be able to do that. So, which track was there for the first one you did, right? Yeah, I had a blast in that, dude. I would love to do some more. It's just like, it's just hard to get an evening to do that. Yeah, we moved a lot of stuff. Imagine if we did multiplayer now. We definitely will do it. I was just talking to Business Spur about it. We want to do some more multiplayer stuff. Just has been waiting for a multiplayer session. We got a lot more stuff to do on the railroad now too, man. It's like way busy. Let's see what our F units do here. We got 32 cars, 1,200 tons. Yeah, this is nothing. This is nothing for him. Plus he's going downgrade, so I mean, there's that. But even going uphill wouldn't be a big deal. We add a B unit into this and we'll be set. No, we got a pickup here at Barker's. I forgot about that. We'll have to get that on the 511. That's pretty sweet. I've been waiting for a multiplayer session. I see. I can handle 7 trains under AI and 1 myself, right? 32 cars is the average local these days. Yeah, that's crazy. 32 cars. There we go. He's getting on a little bit, right? Oh yeah, this was a good purchase, guys. I feel good about the F units. I feel really good about the F units. These things are going to rock. All right, let's go. We got to go up here and get this right. Oof, yeah, that's a cut right there, guys. That is a cut. Big Emma's going to have her work cut out for her on this one. All right, let's just shove it back. We'll just do a manual. If the 601 can do it. 1,600 tons, 2,500 cars. I mean, 25 car, 2,500 cars. Good Lord. What? 25 cars for 1,678 tons. Yeah, we're going to be able to grab this other one down here, no problem. My ADHD, it helps me achieve that. Turbo says good looking models. Yeah, the F units are really nice. I know a lot of people want me to do GP38s, but I was like, I can't, like, we got to progress a little bit. We'll get the GP38s at some time, but we got to progress a little bit. I got about 18 trains in my single player saved, and last night, after a couple of adult beverages, there might have been some safety issues. You'll be loading that back. Uh-oh, you had to go to the backup. That's not good. Yeah, I haven't reverted to a backup. I've had some pretty good accidents on here, but like we're at what are we at right now? 86% operation safety, so that's pretty, like, that's okay. I'm not gonna harp too much about it. This is by far the biggest pickup I've ever had at Whittier. Like, this is a whole entire train itself, just about. Sweet. I get this guy into clear. Hopefully he's in the clear. Yeah, is that worked out perfect, man. Okay, let's get 601 out of the way. And we'll bring Big Emma down and pick this up, and then we'll see what she can do. We'll see what Big Emma's made of today. Hopefully she ate her Wheaties, right? You can't get mods to show in your experimental. I didn't have any problem with this one. Not on one. You got any SW1s? Love those engines. Yeah, we're going to get an SW1. I'm toying with getting one during the stream. We may take out a loan. We're 25 in. We're 25 in debt. We've got 6.5 on hand. We would need 24 for the SW1, so we could swing it. Like, we would only be just a little under 50,000 in debt. I don't think 50k is bad. What do you guys think? You think 50k is all right to be in debt on my railroad, or you think it'll hurt me? Let's get Big Emma. Let's get Big M. 22 cars, 1,600 tons. Yeah, she's going to be legit. We're about to watch her go over the mountain. She'll do it. The adult beverages get you, put a couple trains in the dirt to them, right? I struggled with that last night myself. Jeff says I ran 140 cars and 6 GP38s. Once it was about 13,000 tons and almost over 8,000 feet. Nice. We just had a sub. Oh, I missed it. I missed who that was, but whoever you are, welcome to the welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel, bro. Appreciate it. Let's see. All right, where I leave 140 cars. Almost. That was it. Wait, Jeff, that was in Railroader? Dude, you moved some monster freight in game. Mine isn't going to be over 70% last night. You should put a caboose on the rear of the train, Swifter said. The caboose I stay away from, honestly. Like, it's an extra thing to keep up with, and there's no benefit to having it in game other than aesthetics, right? Like, it looks nice, but there's zero benefit for it. It's just something that you got to keep up with and set out and all that stuff. So I don't do the cabooses. Make sure the asset loader is unzipped in UMM. Yeah, that kind of like getting this stuff in game kind of threw me for a loop. And I looked at I used the GP38 instructions to do it, and those were dead on. Like the only one that was different was the U30B, but they work. Like I'm in the experimental too, kind of one, and it works fine for me. So yeah, UMM mods are fine experimental. The Railroader mods and Strange Customs has issues. Yeah, my U30B, the sounds aren't right. The sounds are like a first gen EMD. Turbo says, I've been doing debt-free play, so I don't know much about loans. Josh says humble brag from Kerbo. Yeah, Spur went all in. 25 isn't bad. I mean, I could do like I could go all the way up to 158,000 if I wanted to. I'm not doing that. We'll do 50 and then we'll probably start paying it off. This is I can show you the way, dude. I don't know if I want to move that much stuff though. Like I said, we'll do Robinson on T5 and see how that plays out, and then maybe do the mod for Robinson. But I think that's going to be it. The loader shows on game startup, but they're not available in game. That's weird. Yeah, all mine are right here. Like it works fine. Here they all are. U30, RS1, F7, A and B. Honestly, I barely got this working myself, man. Like, so I am not the one to be telling people how to do it. That's for sure. It took me a minute to sit down and look at it. My caboose has been parked at Whittier East since the beginning. Almost sold it. Yeah, I've almost sold mine a few times too, dude. Like I really have. I've almost sold it a few times. In fact, I looked at it the other day. Mine's sitting up in Bryson. I was like, asset loader isn't set up. Maybe. That is the American way. America, yeah. Yeah. Right, go in debt. Do that 25% interest rate. Make sure UMM says it's okay like the other mods do. Turbo sold his caboose pretty early. Oh, doesn't add any value. Yeah, it doesn't add any value to the game at all, honestly. Like I've said at a minimum, the caboose on a mainline train should get the switches behind you. So in other words, if you put your train, if you line it into a siding and say you got to meet someone and it just rolls up in the siding, then it automatically puts the switch back for you. Like at a minimum, right? At least it's doing a little something, but there's really like, there's just not much to it, honestly. Okay, so these have got to go to Silva. We're hanging on to that guy. Okay, what we'll do is make our cut right here. All right, let's take it over and grab them. I'm kind of stoked about, I was stoked about this stream period just because of this train right here. I'm hoping December 7th is the 1 year anniversary. Really? It's only been a year? That's crazy. 1 year anniversary for Railroader, hoping to have a nice surprise for us with content. Hagrid, what's up? You're the sub. You're the new sub. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. It says just found your channel. Always great to see more Railroader content. I appreciate it, man. I really do. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. We do a lot of stuff on here. We do Run 8. We've been doing a lot of Railroader here lately. But I do Run 8. I do DCS. I've done some Microsoft in the past, some Farm Simulator. We've done some NCAA football. It's just a variety channel. I do a lot of different things. Whatever kind of hits me at the moment, right? But I do appreciate the sub and the view, man. Use the GP7 for pulling the coal hoppers. Yeah, we'll probably we'll get some GP9s at some point. I like the F units moving the coal because Clinchfield kind of did that, right? Clinchfield had some F units that they were using way back in the day. Since they added hot boxes, maybe the caboose will reduce the possibility of having to slow down to 15 if you get a hot box. Or if the caboose would just like let you know immediately that there's a problem, like, because that was one of the big points of a caboose, right? Was to be able to look over your train and see if you had any smoking journals or anything like that. So 32 cars, 2,300 tons. Nice. Yeah, this is going to be sweet. By far the biggest train on my railroad so far. Without a doubt. I really kind of want to get the mod that adds the stripes to the Big Emma. It looked really good. Like it did a stripe down the walkway, and then it had 2 stripes that go down the tender. So far she's making it happen, guys. You want to know why? Because Big Emma is...
I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal.
Big Emma's a genetic freak when it comes to steam engines. She can do it. Cabooses should give you a safety bonus. Yeah, that's a good idea. You need to have some incentive to use them. Like, there's zero incentive to use those things. What I think would be cool to add into the game is have track condition, where you have to do maintenance on your track, right? Have some little gandy dancers that you can put out there, like tamping your curves and stuff, right? Changing out cross ties, at least something. If you don't take care of your track, then you have to put a slow order on it, like your max speed goes down, you know? I couldn't even imagine that. Like, I barely make enough money as it is to get by. I couldn't imagine having to put money into your track. Like, that would suck. My railroad would fail. It would fail big time. As a short line, it would fail in no time. We'd have a 10-mile-an-hour slow order on the entire railroad. Right? Like, for real. 10-mile-an-hour slow order right out the gate. Because it's tough making money in this game. It really is. Like I said, it's slow to progress. That's the only thing. You can't speed grind this game, that's for sure. Man, that is legit. Right, with the fuel savings at 10 mile an hour. What day are you owning this save? I am on day 43. To day 44. As it says day 43 to day 44, so is it day 44? Or are we on day 43 working towards day 44? No, it kind of confuses me a little bit. We can do some of our passenger train. We ain't even been running him. Let's get that guy solid. Let's see, where is the passenger train even at? Oh, it's up here. Okay, is it Bryson? Oh, that's right. I need to shop this thing because we had a little accident. Yeah, one of the latest accidents that we have involved the passenger train. Of all trains. Of all trains, our passenger train had a head-on with Big Emma. Big Emma came out on top. That's for sure. There's no moving Big Emma. Like, Big Emma's a movable force. Yeah, so question is, what could we do here? Well, we need to go ahead and empty it. Our condition is 94%. That's not too bad. I mean, 90, 94, 85. Yeah, we need to finish out this run and bring her back to Bryson and fix this thing, because yeah, she's not in good shape. We need that Y. It'll Arca too. That's another big one. Stop using caboose when I call it the switchman and conductor back there consuming adult beverages, right? That used to be a thing back in the day, like way back in the day. I've heard plenty of old heads talk about people like giving them a case of beer, especially businesses. Like if you gave them an extra switch or did something a little, like did them a solid, they'd give you a case of beer. They'd give you something. Speaking of track conditions, we had derailment last week. Track opened up underneath the yarding train. 8 cars are on the ground, including a tank car that was hauling hydrogen peroxide. Oh, that's fun. You know, their steam train for a double header, right? So far, I haven't maxed Big Emma out. Like, she's been able to handle everything that we've thrown at her so far, and she'll probably handle this just fine too. Could be back solid, right? 46 cars, 3,200 tons, 1,956 feet. Sweet. This is going to be fun. Where's our handbrakes at? Well, there they are. All right, let's see if Big Emma can do it. You know, I almost kind of want to take this first person, at least for a little bit. Let's hop up on her here. Man, she's kind of quiet, right? All right, let's do manual. All right, guys, let's go. 46 cars, 3,200 tons. Largest train I've had on the railroad so far. We got to figure out where the 510's at. Is a okay, 510's in the clear, so that's good at least. What's the keybind for sticking your head out the window? I know there's something, right? Safety bonus is a great idea. AI oiling the cars on your train faster when connected to your caboose. Yeah, that's a good one. Like, automatically oiling your train for you with a caboose. That's a really good one, dude. I like that a lot. Safety bonus, oiling your cars for you, getting switches back behind you, especially like in sidings and stuff like that. Turbo says, once I got Robinson Coal and Whittier Sawmill going good, money came in pretty fast. Maybe you're just spending too much. I don't think, like, we've done all right. I've had this $25,000 loan since, like, I think I took it out not long after I started playing the game, so we haven't got any more. But yeah, Whittier's at Sawmill's tier. I think I got it tier 3 right now. No, it's tier 4. It's tier 4, and Robinson's only tier 3 is all I can do right now. I have to bump it up later, but E sticks our head out the window. There we go. Nice. E, A or D. Yeah, E. E is what we're doing. Yeah, Robinson Coal is great, especially if you get one of the mods for more cars. Makes it easy switch and tons of money. Yeah. Yeah, Hagrid. The company mods, I think I'm going to stay away from, right? Except for Robinson. I might get Robinson to kind of speed it along a little bit more. Oh, that's so cool. Just to kind of speed it along. She's doing all right so far. Let's open her up a little more here. Nice. Oh man, I dig it. That switchback here. See, this would be a good instance, like if we had a caboose on the 510 train, as soon as you cleared up in the siding, you just automatically put the switch back to main line. How's this going? Robinson doesn't fill all the cars at tier 5. I expect you to run out of room out there eventually. That's a future me problem, though. Yeah, we're just barely scratching the surface on Robinson right now. Oh man, she's just walking away with this thing, right? What's the speed limit through here? 40, right? We got any slow, or they got like any speed restrictions? No, we don't. Yeah, she got up and walked off with this thing, no problem. Switch track says I just hit T5 in Robinson. My buddy is playing with no mods. I just got him hooked on it and he wants to enjoy it. Yeah, I don't mind the locomotive mods as much. I don't want to do a bunch of mods that add like a lot of track and stuff, you know. Like I said, if I did anything, it would just be Robinson. Just to give me a little like economical boost. A little money boost there. But I don't want to get like terribly crazy with it. You only have the locomotive mods? Yeah. Oh man, she's rolling no problem with this. What an absolute beast, Big Emma. That's the biggest train I've run by a lot, like almost double. Most of your mods are only locomotive mods too, yeah. Oh, she is a beast. Man, she's a beast.
I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal.
Big Emma's a genetic freak. She's a genetic freak of the steam engines. Do any of you guys use the Santa Fe? What's the Santa Fe look like? Santa Fe is more, yeah, 71,000. Doesn't hold as much coal and water though. That's like the big downside. Alright, so here's our meat. Old meat's new, right? Old meat's new. That's cool. That is way cool. The climb to the tunnel is going to be fun. Yeah, she's going to work that. She's going to work that for sure. She's going to be down in the teens. I'd almost bet she's going to be in the teens. Red Marble Grade from Hayla Andrews would be fun. I love the F7. F7 Warriors would mean the F7. Oh, I says, yeah, Big Emma's a beast. But Huge Tender gets good range without coal. Yeah, you're right. That's why I haven't got the Santa Fe. Like, I have zero desire to get the Santa Fe. Coal and water is already enough of a pain. I really wish they would do auxiliary tenders. I think that would be nice to have. Man, she is going, right? I use the Santa Fe and Berkshire on my Silver Rising freight. It handles all the freight cars in Coalhor from Malarkey to Dillsboro. 60 plus cars each way. Nice. Turbo says, I think I had 4,400 tons behind a pair of GP9s the other day. I haven't gone bigger than that. Oh, the F7 won the Santa Fe. I got you. I got you. I got you. Nice. Yeah, she's doing good. I think she'll probably do half this up the mountain, right? She's doing 33. So about 15, give or take. Santa Fe will pull more, but it's pretty limited. Yeah, that's really limited compared to this one. That is for sure. You have to keep your head out the window. You can't see Jack inside. The 901 play, man, you play True Life. You do the Southern ops. The consolidations that the Southern use. That's cool. That's a really neat way to look at it. Like the accurate recreation. we speeding? Like, are we okay? Are we good? I was thinking it was 40 through here, but honestly, I don't know off the top of my head. I use triple Berkshires, man. That's cool. Route still uses consolidations, right? Is that part of the Great Smoky Mountain? We're kind of falling behind on the rest of our railroad, but I just really want to see this thing go up the mountain. 1702 and soon 722. Did they have any damage on their railroad from Helene? That speed's starting to drop off now. I think you hit the grade down around Barker's, right? So I gotta figure out why my YouTube display is so different. Like it's showing like 12 hours worth. I don't get that. More than 12 hours. Yeah, she's doing good. Man, she's doing real good. We're going to get to the meat and potatoes here in just a second. Since Big Iron couldn't make the tight curves. You know, we're talking about railroader routes the other day. You know, I mentioned Saluda would be a good one. Clinchfield. I kind of think the hook and eye. Who's familiar with the hook and eye between Etowah and where did it come out? Down in Atlanta? Not Marietta. It wasn't Kennesaw. Where did they come in down there? The old route, not the new route. Not the new route through Chatsworth and that way, but the old route through the mountains. I think that'd be another good one. All right, we should start hitting the grade here anytime. I think it's just on the south end of the siding down here. Bauer, what's up, dude? Hi, Mr. Spur. How you doing, man? Thanks for joining in. Appreciate it. We're just we're taking Big Emma down the railroad. 46 cars, 3,200 tons. On the this is the 511 train running to Silva. I need to get the 510 moving. He's got some stuff he's got to do. There's a crossing up here somewhere. I can't hardly see. Nice. I love how they do the whistle. Man, I wish you could quill in Run 8. That would be so cool. You could quill a horn. Quill, to me, like quillable horns would be huge in train simulation. Not much I can blast with MSFS 2024 or not. I can't decide. Uh-oh. Yeah, I heard I haven't got it. If I get it, I'm going to hold off a few weeks, but I've heard that they were telling me in the chat that it's kind of got off to a rocky start, right? People having server issues and stuff. It's like I was saying earlier, I hardly ever get any games on the day of release. I just don't mess with it. Yeah, now she's starting to slow down. I can hear it. Yep. All right, let's see what she does up to the tunnel. And she made a good run so far. She made a really good run. Wheeling would be nice. You can at least get 2 tones with shift, right? Oh, they changed up the camera controls. Really, dude, I was never comfortable with the camera controls to begin with, and like what little bit I know, they like, I guess they changed, right? That's great. Like, I gotta completely relearn that now. I don't know, camera controls in Microsoft, it just didn't seem too intuitive to me, honestly. Merlin refunded it, really. Refunded MSFS after spending 5 hours trying to get it to install. Might take another look at it in 6 months, right? Yeah, I'm going to hold off on it, dude. I think I'm good. You got it with the Game Pass, so you can't complain. Yeah, I totally get that. Derek, what's up, dude? Says good morning, Spur and all. Great video. Love the game, but still haven't made the plunge. Love your Run 8 videos. I appreciate it, man. We'll be jumping back in Run 8. I want to get the new California route before I jump back in, so I just got to sit down and make that happen. Not a big Steam fan, but I can't deny how awesome these engines are. Yeah, they are. Really, they are. Steam definitely has more character to it than Diesel, right? Steam engines are almost like a living creature in a way, you know? Like, there's so much to them. Oh, man, we made it to the tunnel already, man. She walked up this grade with 3,200 tons. That wasn't a problem. Switch Track says, Darren, do it. I thoroughly enjoy the game. You know, I won't ever sit here and tell anyone this is a must-have game, you need to buy it, because everyone's taste is different, right? Like, that's highly subjective. You know, it's highly subjective to pace, you know, depending on what the person wants and what they like and that stuff. But I will tell you, right now I have like 0 regrets buying this game. I absolutely love it. It's been a blast. It's a good game. It runs well. It can keep you busy for hours and hours and hours on end. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. Why the smoke? White to black in the Steam Train and Railroader. That's, I guess, I think this is a lighting issue, right? Like, I think it's like we're on the backside, right? So it's in shadow. If it's being lit, then it looks more white. Man, she did that 0 problem. Okay, let's get back to it. We got a ton of other stuff we got to do, so let's get her ready to go into Dillsboro. We got to pick up 1 car in Dillsboro. That's kind of dumb, honestly, but we'll do it. Let's bring her down there. What else? We got to get the 510 moving north now. Heavy Throttle Black Smoke come back to like 10 and it'll be, oh, is that real? Does that recreated in Railroader? I didn't know that was. Like, I think it's black when they're adding fuel, right? I want to get Railroader, but I don't have the time to sink into it. Spirable. Yeah, that's the big thing about Railroader, dude, is like there's no hopping in for like 10 minutes and doing something and hopping out. Like, if you're going to get in the game, you gotta be in it for a while. Man, look at that. That's pretty sweet. Man, she wouldn't even fit at Cowie. I never really figured that would be a thing, right? Like, see, you see it's dark smoke here, but on this side is light. I think that's a lighting thing. It's just the way it's lit. We gotta do 510. What California route did they drop? Another one. Yes, they did to Modesto. Fresno to Modesto. On to be an SF. It's got the UP too, but it's separated. Like, you don't have the UP from Bakersfield to Fresno, so that honestly, that kind of sucks. I hope they fill that in. But you can do BNSF from and UP from Fresno to Modesto. now. So I like the Central Valley railroading in California. It's like out of the West Coast routes in Run 8, the Central Valley, like Bakersfield to Fresno, and oh, what is it called? The San Bernardino suburb, by far my favorites. I'm just not a huge mountain railroader. It's okay. But I like to be able to get from point A to point B fairly quick. It's more of a time thing, right, for me. All right, what are we gonna do with this guy? We've got a set out to make, right? Yeah, I know we do. Yeah, we just got to cut the bottom off, so that worked out perfect. All right, so we'll just put her in the siding, cut the bottom off, and we'll be on our way. Damn, that scared the hell out of me, man. Kerbo with the $40 super chat. Thanks so much, man. You absolutely didn't have to do that, Kerbo. I really appreciate that. Everyone hit Kerbo up with hit him up with a big W in the chat, please. If y'all would, I would greatly appreciate that. You didn't have to do that, dude. That is too much, man. First super on the live chat. Wow, I didn't even realize that was my first super. Really? That is so cool. I appreciate that though, man. Thank you so much. Kerbo's been around on my channel for a long time. He's been a big supporter for a long time, and I definitely do appreciate that. What are we going to do? Okay, 510 is going to come in here. Let's take the 601. Let's clear him up. 601. Let's take him down here. That way we can pull them out. We can grab the bottom of the cut as soon as they set that out, right? And then we can bring the 510 up. The 510 train. Let's see. Let's grab him. All right, let's bring 510 up to... Should be able just to cut it off like... Actually, we need to fuel that bottom unit. I don't think the bottom one's only got like 300 gallons. Yeah, I think he's only got 300. All right, let's check out. All right, out with the old, in with the new. I've been blessed, so I'm just sharing love. Thank you all for great chill gaming videos. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. If you would have told me when I started doing this that I would have over 9,000 people subscribed and all these people watching and stuff, I would laugh. Like, I would have never dreamed in a million years. I always wanted to. Like, I've always wanted to do this for a long time, but for a really long time, I just didn't have the internet to do it. You know, and I was busy with other things and stuff like that, and I got to a point where I could try it. You know, I got this amazing internet with a gig down and a gig up, and it made it super, super easy. And you know, gaming's like been a huge part of my life, you know, since gosh, since like 1987, you know, PC gaming. So I just like sharing this with you guys, you know. I really do. I like hanging out with people and, you know, sharing like the love of gaming and shooting the breeze and talking about different things. It's an absolute blast. I like watching Kerbo play cattle and crops. That's the farm simulator playthrough, right? Y'all gonna make me play farm simulator again. Man, I'm not doing 25 though. I'm gonna have to do 22. I think I'm gonna have to do 22. I really feel like 22 is the way to go. Man, I wish we could board our train before like while we're moving. Young me playing on Apple II could never imagine where we are in 2024. That's the truth, Kerbo. Man, we've seen so much evolution in gaming and stuff like that. You know, when I was a kid and I was big into gaming back in the early 90s, like it was kind of frowned upon, honestly. Like, gaming nowadays is like the cool thing, right? Like, it's not a big deal to be a gamer. Nothing. Like, it was kind of a little bit of a stigma to it back in the day. Like, you're either a nerd or, you know, some kind of reject, or you didn't have a social life or whatever, you know. And you know, I just enjoy playing games, and I really feel like to this day, especially during like my teen years and my high school years, that, you know, being a PC gamer like kept me out of a lot of trouble. You know, where I had friends like going out and getting into trouble and getting arrested and stuff like that. I was just home playing a PC game and having a blast, enjoying it. Jeff says, I'll play 22 with you. Yes, absolutely, dude. We may do that. Mrs. Spur's been wanting to play Farm Simulator 22 as well, so she misses our live streams. We did that. We were nerds long before being a nerd was cool. Dude, that sums it up perfect right there. Like, that is 1,000% correct. 1,000%. And I was so fortunate. My parents never gave me a hard time about being a PC gamer. Like, they were fine with it, and I think they kind of looked at it like that too. I could be doing way worse, right? I could be doing way worse. And like PC gaming back then too, like, I don't want to say it was cheap, but it wasn't nearly as expensive as it is now, because usually you just went to the store and you bought a game and you just got what was on the shelf and that was it. There were no DLCs, there were no expansions, there wasn't any of this other stuff, right? Like, you just got what you got. Winston says, I'm down to play 22 as well with y'all. Yeah, we may have to do that. We gotta figure this out. Like, it's just a matter of having the evenings. I would say we do multiplayer in the mornings, but I know there's not going to be a lot of people available to do that would want to. I know a lot of you guys just watch while you work and stuff. So, I mean, ideally, like, evenings are the best. So we'll see what we come up with. My kids are going to be out of school. They got Thanksgiving break coming up for a week. They've got Christmas break coming up. So we'll come up with something. Like, how is Christmas almost going to be here? Right? Like, Christmas is going to be here before you know it, and it just blows my mind. And back then when you bought a game, it was done. No early access nonsense that goes on for, yeah, you're right about that, dude. You got what you got. You went to the store, you bought a game, and that is what you got. If it was crap, it was crap. If it was amazing, it was amazing, you know? I remember going to the store and getting F-117 Stealth Fighter. I got it at the mall in Columbus at the PC gaming store when they had those, right? I don't even think they didn't even have console stuff, I don't think. Got that game. I was so freaking stoked to have that game, to be able to fly the F-117 Stealth Fighter, right? After watching it do everything in Desert Storm, and I brought it home and installed it on my computer, and it wouldn't play. It wouldn't do anything. It just went to a black screen. And I didn't play it. You know, I was like, well, damn, I guess we just won't be playing this game, right? Like, there's nothing I can do. Why are you easing all the way up here, dude? No, 300. No, stop. Stop, 300. Where are you going? Where are you going, 300? Where are you going, Terry? Terry, back it up, Terry. We got to back it up, 300. Back it up. You just got a little aggressive with this stop here. Yeah, that was probably all me. Yeah, let's get them. Try to line this thing up. That's the only thing. Let's do our fueling guy now. Which one is it? 278, 11. Oh man, that thing barely used anything, right? We fueled up here and went all the way down to Silva, got this cut and came back, and she's hardly used. Oh, that's going to be awesome. That is going to be so awesome. We got another sub. ZFG Company. What's up, man? Thanks for the sub, bro. Appreciate it. This is going to be so awesome. This thing barely uses any fuel, right? No, not that way. We got to go the other way, dude. Other way. Other way. Spot it up. We got to top this thing off before we go on about our business. Cool. Back it up. Back it up, Terry. Terry, back it up. Love that video. That's one of the great YouTube videos of all time. Poor Terry. I hope Terry's okay. Well, I saw some old YouTube video the other day that brought back a whole bunch of memories. I can't remember what it was I saw, but it was like classic. Oh, it's the Bill O'Reilly. Bill O'Reilly freaking out on Inside Edition. Right? And someone mixed it to a dope beat. Like, they had it put on a fat beat. They did a complete remix of that. I remember that was like, gosh, man, that was years and years and years ago, and somehow that popped up on my my YouTube feed. Bill O'Reilly going, "We'll do it live." Just dropped a few expletives in on there too. I'm not going to repeat that because I try to keep it family for at least to a point, right? But but he's like, "We'll do it live." Remember the IBM PC Junior, LOL. Got a game from the store. Micro Pros is nice having it. We're good. Micro Pros was a beast back in the day. Man, they put out some good stuff. Turbo says, "Oh man, my friend and I played the crap out of F-117 on his PC. We had a Mac at home. That was a fun game. I thought I was such a little badass being able to fly the F-117 in Iraq during Desert Storm in that game. I really did, man. I thought that was it. I thought that was it. Microprose Gunship. I didn't have that one, but that was a good one. ZFG says hello. What's up, ZFG? Thanks for joining, bro. I appreciate it, man. The 901, Darren Reeves. I scrapped all the PC Juniors when I worked for IBM. That's right, you did. I remember you saying a while back that you'd work for IBM, because I think we talked about my first PC I ever got was the IBM PC XT. F it, we'll do it live. Yes, yes. A Switch track. Have you seen the remix of it? The person that went and remixed it into a song. It is amazing. And this is years, like, how long ago was that? No? Check it out. Do Bill O'Reilly remix. He just lost it, man. He just completely and totally lost it. He's like, F it, we'll do it live. Yes, look it up later, dude. Did you ever play the Aces series? Aces over Pacific? No, I did not. Michael, what's up though, man? Thanks for joining. No, I did not play it. I played Air Warrior, and I played Aces High later. That was the online deal. The only World War II combat, like air combat game I had was the Chuck Yeager's combat flight simulator, whatever, and it had the one mode that was like in World War II. You fly what, the P-51. I had Red Baron. Red Baron was a good game. Red Baron was freaking legit, man. Like, you could fly over the front and you could see soldiers, like they would make advances, like they would be rushing the front, and you could strafe them. That game was a lot of fun. I love Red Baron. Okay, let's back to our railroad while he fuels up. So we got to cut the bottom off of our train. That's why I put the Whittier cut on the bottom. Like, a lot of times you think put it on the head end, right? But we just put it on the bottom. That way we can just cut it off and go. Be on our way. Back in the day in real life, sometimes they would have two caboose on a train like that, right? Like they'd have one on one cut and one on the other if they were like splitting the service. So everything else is going to go north to Bryson. Nick says Red Baron was so good. Yeah, Red Baron was a blast, dude. That was, man, there were some good games back in the day. There really just was. And I honestly, I don't have a lot of complaints about the games that I played back then. Like, I had the one game that F-117 wouldn't play on my first PC. I wound up getting another PC later, like a year later, and then I could play it. So that's how I wound up playing it. But like, I don't have a lot of complaints about the games that I played back then. Like that, it's like someone was saying in the chat, they were pretty dang they were pretty complete, right? I think so. You definitely didn't have all this early access stuff, but games have gotten so expensive, man. Some of these games are dropping like $200-300 million on development. I think there's a few that have gone upwards of $400 million, but like a large majority of that is like for marketing and stuff too. But like, it's ridiculous. Who would have thought $200 million on a game? Like, I remember back in the day, $200 million on a movie was like a big deal. You know, that was a huge deal to have to drop that much money on a movie, $400 million. And now they're dropping that kind of money on games, and that's just insane to me. FS25 already hit 2 million downloads. Nice. James Potter Aces was great. Davian, what's up, dude? Good to see you, bro. Thanks for joining in, man. 2 billion downloads. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on Flight Simulator. I'm gonna let that one simmer for a bit. Like I said, most new games I'll let them simmer. I'm definitely gonna let that one simmer for a bit. Okay, he's almost topped off. These are so sharp. Man, I love these F units. We just need the B. We need the B to complete the set. I think what we'll do is we'll just number it 302B. If we can put a B in there, I wonder if we could do that. Let's try it. Let's mess with this for a second here. Let's go equipment, customize. Can we put an A on this? Oh, nice. You can. Sweet. All right, so we'll put it back to just 301, but when we do the B units, we'll put we'll add B to it. There we go. Sweet. Brandon says I'd rather have Steam. I like the Steam a lot. I tried to hold out, but man, there's a lot of convenience to the diesels in game. I'll be honest. It's easy to set up power sets and like different combinations for exactly what you need. They're really fuel efficient. Come on, what do you like? I need you to. There we go. Nice. All right. 510 can cut his train off here. We'll cut the bottom off, put a handbrake on this guy, and he can continue on to Bryson. Have we got anything else to meet out there? What else is going on? Number one's at Alarco. We'll have to turn him and come back. So yeah, we're clear to go all the way to Bryson with the 510 train. Yeah, we'll just run him. We'll run him in this track right here. Oh, we got the wrong one though. Doggone it. We need the 300. There we go. Now we can bring him up here. Sweet. I gotta move some logs. I gotta get some logs. Okay, number 3. Yeah, we gotta buy some more cars. That's another problem. Like I want to get the SW1, but we really need some more cars too. And I don't want to go into a crazy amount of debt. Like I don't mind debt so much, but I don't want it to be like ridiculous. Okay, we can bring this guy up. Let's bring the number 3. Oh, he's got a handbrake. Let's bring him up to here. That handbrake off. There we go. Aces series was a great game. Need a DPU on the rear of the cars. Yeah, this is way pre-DPU time. My save is a Steam majority because I love Steam. Yeah, we're not going to completely do away with Steam, that's for sure. We're going to keep it around. But we're going to do some diesels too. I kept a backup of this save too. So I could go back to pre-diesel if I wanted to. Gaming World is a huge money dump now. Just look at Farm Simulator, Train Simulator. You can spend thousands and still not have all the... Yeah, you're right, dude. Like, the gaming isn't nearly as cheap as what it used to be. You know, before you drop, you know, 40 bucks on a game and just be done with it. That's all you did. That's all you did, but not nowadays. I'm trying to think, what was the first DLC or expansion I ever bought for games? Probably Star Wars Galaxies. Jump to Lightspeed. Yeah, I can't think of anything else that I got that I did Yeah, it had to be jump to light speed for Star Wars Galaxies. I think that was the first deal, like first expansion I ever got for any game ever. That's pretty sweet, guys. Yeah, she's welling on that horn, right? Yeah, she's gonna have zero problem with this train. Okay, now we gotta get ready to start working Whittier at the Whittier yard job here. Select you, throw him on the bottom. Get this handbrake there. Is this all Whittier's? These all sawmill or these town? Stenzel. Yes, they had to put one Stenzel in there, right? They always have to mess it up with that one. Yeah, everything else is sawmill cars. All right, we'll just hang on to it. Yeah, we'll hang on to that one car. At least we don't have anything to pull. We already pulled it and it's already out of here. Yeah, the devs want all of our money. Well, I think it's just that they realize that they can keep it like, you know, back in the day, releasing a game was a one and done. They just got what they like. They just got that initial, you know, influx of money. And then after that, that was it. And I think now they realize that they can turn it into a consistent thing, you know, a regular thing, getting money off of the same title for, you know, multiple years instead of just doing a game and then being done. Jeff says the Thunderbirds flew over my house yesterday. That's cool. That's cool. We had a few Osprey. The Osprey come, you know, they build Osprey over in Amarillo, and sometimes they come to the airport here in town and they do touch and goes. And we had one a while back flying over. It's the first one I'd seen in a while. They used to be over here all the time, and they don't come over here like they used to, but they're loud as hell. Maybe people complained. Osprey are so freaking loud. Yeah, they'll fly over the house and they'll have their blade, like their blades will be up. It's really cool to see. How did the NW do it? They had the last Steam and was profitable. Was the NW the last one to get rid of Steam? They had those class Ys, man. That's why. The Ys are why. The NW had some super advanced steam engines. Like I don't think people realize like how advanced those steam engines were. They had like space age steam engines. I always wanted to play Galaxies, but didn't have a PC that could. Oh, dude, Switch Track, man, I love that game. That was such a good game to play. It really just was. You asked Mrs. Spur. We cracked out on that game so much the first few years. 2002, 2003. Why is this dude like? I could have swore I told him to come on. Did I not tell him to come on? He's not going to do that. Let's just bring him down to here for now. Galaxies was a blast though. It was by far one of the most immersive games I've ever played. It really just was. It felt like you were living the Star Wars universe. It really just did. I had a Jedi on there. I had back when it was hard to like originally when the game came out, it was completely random. Like if you got a Jedi or not, you had to unlock these things called holocrons, and they would tell you to master a profession. So let's say you unlock a holocron, it tells you master fencer. So you'd have to become a fencer and you have to level up all of fencer. And that was like quite a time investment. And then it would say maybe pikeman or bounty hunter or creature handler or something like that. And so you would have to do that. And then eventually they did this whole village thing where if you got like your attunement, and then if you completed the village, then you would unlock Jedi. So I did 2 holocrons. And the last holocron I had told me to be a chef. I was like a bounty hunter, and it told me to be a chef. And I was like, you know what? I'm good. I'm not going to be a bounty army. I'm not going to be a chef. You know, I didn't care. I enjoyed the game either way. So when they did the village, I was able to unlock Jedi really fast because I was so far in the process with all the holocrons that I'd unlocked, and I got the village. So I made her. She was a dark Jedi, man. She was so badass. That was a badass Jedi. I love playing that character. Yeah, I love playing the dark side. It's like sometimes it's fun just being the bad guy. It's like, wow, I played Alliance on WoW for like 2 years, and the rest of the duration has always been Horde. It's just fun being the bad guy. For class ones, it was the last one. NW was the last one, really. The last one to do Steam. They had so much coal too. You know, they had like a ton of coal available, so it was easy for him to provide fuel. That's where Google took off. Now it's just PDF and Google everything. Kids have to use the net to learn how to cook ramen noodles these days, right? That's true. I still got my Star Wars Galaxies manuals. They were really like, they were like books. Like they were really, really nice. Really nice manuals. I'm forced to settle with SW Tor. Didn't SW Tor go away? Are they done with that game? I thought I read something about that a while back. I played SW Tor a little bit. It was okay, but I couldn't get into it nearly as much as I could Galaxies. Galaxies just had a vibe to it, dude. Like, it's just... There was something about that game, and originally it was so complex. There was like, what, 32 different professions that you could do in that game. And then they dumbed it down, right? They dumbed it down with the NGE, and then it sucked. Like, they pared down 32 professions into 8. But it's like, there was so much you could do in that game. It had the most complex crafting system of any game that I've ever played. No, it's still going strong. In fact, they're remastering it live. Cool. Okay. I don't know what I read about that then. I thought I read something about SW Tor. When you go back to Run 8 Train Simulator, I think I need sooner than later, but I want to get that DLC first before I do that. I want something new to do in there. That's cool. They're still doing stuff with SW Tor. I don't have a problem with SW Tor. Like I said, it definitely wasn't the same coming off of Galaxies, but it was a fun game. Like, I don't have a problem with the game itself. It just didn't meet up to my expectations as far as like coming from Galaxies. Yeah, Horseshoe Curve would be a good one. This game Railroader looks great. Yeah, it does. I really like, I think if Railroader had a sky dome in it, really nice skies, I think it would look amazing. It's all about the sky domes, guys. I'd say the same thing about Rune 8 too. Sky domes can make a huge difference. ATS proved that. Okay, let's do this guy real fast. Actually, I don't need to we'll just AI it. It's a good my first MMO, as they made it super easy. Yeah, you're right. That was the big thing about Star Wars Galaxies, is it was so freaking complex. Like, it had a huge learning curve to that game, and I think that's a big part of what hurt it. Like, WoW was another good one to just jump right into. You know, Galaxies was Galaxies. Like, it was really complex to get. I remember the first night Mrs. Spur and I played it, like, she was playing the game and I was having to sit there with the manual, like reading it as we played the game. And the manual's like, it was like that thick. Like, it was a big manual. There's this Spur. It looks addicting. It is very addicting, dude. I've really enjoyed playing it and streaming it for you guys here lately. It's a good game to stream. Honestly, like, it's one of my favorite games to stream. It's very chill. I can sit here and like shoot the breeze with you guys and play the game and enjoy, and we just have a good time. I love the Steam aspect and the transition years. Yeah, that's why I went to the F units. I want to do a little transition, kind of a mix. It's like CSX 1972 is going through my town now. Really? This Railroader is definitely a time sink. That's why AEWP system is a game changer. It takes less time to do things now. The fact you can run multiple trains with the waypoint system. You know, there's a group of people that have made a server to play Galaxy. Yeah, there is. The emulator. We do have the emulator. I have been on there. I've played the emulators off. There's been a few different groups that have done it over the years. I just haven't had the time to really like dive into it like I could back in the past. You know, back in the day, I didn't have any, you know, we were newlyweds. We didn't have any kids. You know, that sort of thing. It would be, that's why I don't play WoW now. Honestly, like WoW is such a huge time sink too. Between all the stuff that I do, there's no way I could put the amount of time I need to into WoW or any MMO. Honestly, it's the constant grind, right? Like any MMO you play is a constant grind. You know, it's a carrot, it's the proverbial carrot on a stick all the time. But what they've done with the emulator looks really good, and some of those servers have like added more stuff to the game. They've added like additional planets and just all kinds of stuff. Like they've taken it to a whole different level. Redapex says 1972 is taking coal to Baltimore. Nice. Purple says I like the automatic engineer feature. Yeah, the automatic engineer is like a game changer for me. I think that's why I play the game a lot more now. You know, it's like you're not having to babysit everything. And this guy, he's I wish they would fix the LOD for the coal. Like it looks like it's empty, and then you get up on it and it spawns in. It used to not be that way, but I kind of wish it was a little further out so you could just kind of look at it and be like, hey, well, at least it's got something in it. But right now it looks empty. All right, we need to kick these guys in, right? Yeah, those go in the chip track. All right, so we'll just kick those over. That dude. We'll just do a manual. We'll kick the 2 chip cars over and then kick the 2 boxes over, and then we'll be done here. Then we just gotta hit up Stenzel. Yeah, I play SW Tour, ESO, and Final Fantasy. Yeah, my wife and I tried Final Fantasy. We really just couldn't get into it. I don't know why. MMOs are a huge time sink, though. They really are. If you want to get anywhere, if you really want to truly get anywhere in the game and have fun, you've got to do that grind. And plus, like, all our friends that we used to play WoW with back in the day and Galaxies and stuff, like, they don't play anymore. They're all, you know, older and have kids now. Like, no one has time to anymore. So that kind of sucks too. Like, we still keep in touch with some of them, but it's just not the same. Everyone's a lot older. Like, when we did Galaxies and WoW back in the day, we're in our early 20s, you know? Early to mid 20s. And, you know, now everyone's way older. way older. Pretty soon it's going to make its way to the main branch. Yeah, I would like to see it on the main branch. The automatic, like, I've had very few issues with automatic engineer, and I did not kick those hard enough, and I kicked them to the wrong track too. Never mind, Spur. Let's go get them. Yeah, we got to go grab these. I kicked them to the wrong track. Good job. I don't know what I was thinking sending them over there. Let's go grab them. I was trying to be slick, not paying attention. Switch Track says it's going to be lunch. Going to lurk for you. All right, Switch Track. Enjoy your lunch, man. Save something for me. What are you having for lunch? If you can throw it out there, what you having today? Hazards of carrying on a conversation while switching. That's the truth, dude. That's absolutely the truth. Big time. Have a lot of accidents when you shoot in the breeze. PB and J, nice. I'd have to have if I were to do that right now, I'd probably do peanut butter and honey and have a bag of Doritos with it. All right, we may as well just AI it over here. All right, we need to bring, yes, this dude needs to come down. Got to get these logs in here. We're running behind on logs. Like, we're going to have to work hard. What does our log situation look like? We got to be low, right? 29.6. Not bad. Half. That's not bad. It's real easy to get distracted. Yeah, it is, dude. It really just is. I don't know what we're going to do for lunch today. All right, set those in there, go back to the other track, and we'll be done in Whittier. Other than that one stencil. Yard's empty. That's crazy. So the next time 511 comes through, he's not going to have anything to pick up. I got my service is all out of whack now. Like I had it running smooth. It was like a well-oiled machine, and then I goofed it up. I slept when I meant to skip ahead an hour. All right, let's get our passenger train sorted. So I think what we're going to do with him, I got to shop this thing because we had a major accident with our passenger train. We had a head on. So I think what we're going to do is just run to Hemingway and Bryson. I mean, we could load it the rest of the way and they could just sit while it's being shopped, right? I mean, it's not like I'm going to lose money. Let's just do it. They'll sit and wait a few hours while the cars get repaired and shopped. Like, everything needs to be shopped. Damn, I've already shopped this thing one time too, not that long ago. Finally got it up to 100%. Then the next time I played the game, I got it down to 85. That sucks. Are we good? Is that everyone? No. Reactive freight way bills in here. Really? What are the freight way bills? Oh, is it that tool car? I bet it's the tool car I got to get up here. Oh. Oh, it's 2 more cars of coal. Really? For the rest of, oh, we still, yeah, we've still got some loading. Okay. Never mind. I thought I'd grabbed them all. I didn't know there was any left up there. All right, let's go back to. All right, they're good. Yeah, let's take him on back. Let's go to Bryson. Sweet. Now we need to cut the bottom off the train. We got our ALO on the head end, so all we gotta do is just put it on the head end of the outbound cut when we're ready for that. And we got these walkers that are ready to go up the branch. We need to set them over. Let's do that. Let's set these over. The 800 is getting fuel. We'll just put the walkers over there. We get the 800 and bring him down. All right, is he good to go? No, he's not. I think we were in the process of doing that when we stopped him here. Let's go ahead and do that real fast. Big Mike. We got Big Emma. This is Big Mike. All right, good enough. How many fatalities were there? You talking about my passenger derailment? I hopefully none. Even though it did take my safety down a good bit. We're down to we're finally back up to 86. I think it was 82% when that happened, but we had 1 car off the tracks. Yeah, it was 1 car off the tracks. So it wasn't like horrible. It was by far not the worst derailment I've had in game. Like I said, the worst I've had was 12 cars on the ground, but it was decent. It just cornfield meat, and I AI'd both the trains, but like I AI'd one and then I AI'd the other, and like the passenger train was set on that path. It was unwavering, right? And so it wound up hitting Big Emma head on. Down it happened at Ayla. Yeah, I think it happened on the north end of Ayla's where they hit up there. Like right in this curve here, I think. Somewhere up in there. Yeah, it did. It was the north end of Ayla because Big Emma was holding the main, and I wanted the passenger job to go into the siding there, but I wasn't thinking. I didn't actually like put it in the siding AI wise, and so they wound up hitting. Okay, we're good with that. Let's go back to our Robinsons. Wrong one. Back to not 800. We need a 300. There we go. All right, now we go back to the 800. There, he is topped off 5,500 gallons. Take him ahead just a hair. This is basically my Walker branch job. It does pretty good for that. It's pretty decent. Nano One says, bye, Mr. Mrs. Spur. I have to go buy crickets for my lizard. All right, Nano One, I appreciate it, man. I hope you have a good day. We'll catch you next time. I don't know where I'm going when I'm going to stream again. It'll be probably next week, unless I do something like spur of the moment. There's this, besides getting distracted, it looks like real easy to lose track of time. Yeah, it is, dude. This game is a huge time sink. You will say, hey, I'm going to make this one last move before I log, before I close the game out, and the next thing you know is like another 45 minutes. It is definitely a time sink. It's fine though. I enjoy it. Like, I mean, I like a game that keeps me busy. Yeah, spur of the moment, right? Spur of the moment stream. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do anything tomorrow or not. May just do a video. Just it depends. My middle daughter's having, like, I think she's having a sleepover this weekend, and plus it's her birthday coming up, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll kind of play it by ear and see what happens. All right, there we go. We're good to go to Robinson now. If the passenger job is here, where's the passenger job at? Not here yet. Where are you at? Oh, they're at Hemingway. They're going to be up there for a minute. Okay. Well, we'll bring the 300 down. So we'll bring her down to the end of the double main. I like Steam, but man, these things were a good buy. They really just were. I don't regret it at all. They were definitely a good buy. I thought about selling Big Emma, but I can't do it. I got to keep her around. All right, so 300 to come down here. As soon as they get by, we'll put the 800 on the wood racks, take them up to branch. We put the 600 on this cut. It's funny how attached you can become to the equipment. Yeah, that's true. It's like it's I won't say they have a personality, but like Big Emma's Big Emma, right? Like that's what I call her, and Big Mike's Big Mike. If I had another Big Emma, I don't know what. I guess it'd be Big Emma number 2 or Emma 2. How many cars are we taking up to Robinson? 12 cars? That's not bad. Wish I had a little more. I don't think I can't bump that tier up still. No. How long is it? Like, how long is it before you can bump your tier up? It hasn't even been a day yet, so yeah, it's probably going to be a minute before we can do that. You know what, let's go check on the number one. If it's not loading anyone else, we're gonna get it out of here. Oh, there's 29 passengers waiting. Why are they not? Oh, I didn't copy it over. That would help, Spur. I was like, man, my consist is maxed out already? What? Three days, 5 days. So in other words, this is going to take a while, right? It's going to take me a hot minute before we can get it bumped up. That's fine. It'll kind of let us get our ops settled in a little bit before we... Zero. Okay, now we're good. Let's go on and take this thing on. They don't need to sit there. No, I think it's set for like 7 minutes, but we don't need to. 7 minutes is too much. We got things to do. 300's waiting. No one has time for 7 minutes. All right, sweet. It'll be here in a minute. Why 300? You need to quit squawking at me every 5 seconds. Okay, actually, let's go back and get Big Mike. Big Mike's good. Let's bring him down, put him on the wood racks. I finally feel like I've got enough power. Like I've got enough power for everything I need to do. I'm not power short. All right, take the 600. And let's put him on this train. 600 is a yard job, the 060. 060s are 600 series. So we got 600, 601, and 602. That's my biggest fleet I got. They may have changed it again. It never, like, I'm so impressed with like how complete this game is. You know, it's like one of the better release. Like most new games you see, like they're just a hot mess coming out, right? And there's a few games that I can think of that like had it together when they released this one. And Ready or Not was another one. Man, they had it together too. When they released their game, like it was golden. Well, Spur, this is great gaming. With all this talk, lunch has made me hungry. Going to get some PB&J going. I'll keep you running. Have a great stream and great day. All right, Darren, I appreciate it, man. Enjoy your lunch. We'll be around for a bit. Yeah, I totally get that. We always get on that food discussion in here. It makes me hungry too. All right, 600 is ready. Place him up. Hit the handbrake. Knock that off. Let's see. We'll run him. What do we got? Hardwood, standard oil, rice and lumber and coal. Wow, we haven't been in there for ages in the team track. So we only got one hardwood car. Really? All right. Well, I guess we'll hit him up in standard oil, and then we'll get this guy last, and then the team track. We got the 600 is ours. Oh, they're still waiting on the passenger job. Please hurry up and get down here. Oh, he's going through that 25. Yeah. Man, it's impressive through here. This part of the railroad. Pretty dang extreme, right? Man, he opened it up like a scalded dog, too. Number one's getting it. No, stop. No. I want to ride. Like, stop. Here we go. Sweet. Man, she's getting it downhill, right? She'd probably go faster than this if I'd opened her up. I don't know why. Why does it default to 35? Max speed's only 30 anyway. Man, she's speeding. Max speed's 30. She's doing 30, a good solid 35, right? Oh, here's the 30. I see now. Never mind. Now she's reining her back in. Man, she was going, right? Those little moguls. They're crazy. They're like, they're working for all they got. That's cool. Yeah, man, it's really scenic through here. That's for sure. It's really scenic. I can't. I'm looking forward to opening up the rest of the line. We just got to get prepared for that. We're nowhere near prepared. Yeah, we'll just ride her on down. Then we'll turn everyone loose when she gets down there. Yeah, that is so cool. Oh, it put me in the car. Nice. Okay. I thought it knocked me off for a second. I was like, oh shoot. Yeah, we need to work on our passenger stuff too. I know you guys have been telling me I need to do more of that. Passenger ops have been very neglected in this game. Yeah, the fun really starts when you open up Andrews. Yeah, I can imagine that. Dodik, what's up, dude? Good to see you, bro. You having a good day? We're just doing some railroad, making some money. Putting our brand new diesels through the paces. They're up. In fact, they're up here waiting on us right now. Yeah, I'm looking forward to buying more stuff. We just need to get that money moving in. That's the big thing. Like, it just takes so long to get the money together. Doug says it's all good, man. Live stream every day. Yeah, I'm here for now. Like, Business Spur's off the next few days, so it works out better to live stream. Like, I don't have to mess with editing and stuff like that. Like, editing can be kind of time consuming. Even the crap job I do at editing, like, it can still be time consuming. And it kind of gives me a break from it too, and it gives me a chance to interact with you guys too. So, you know, it's like I was saying earlier in the stream, I might be streaming a little bit. Like, I want to definitely stream regular, but I may be streaming a little bit more than regular, just like leading up to the holidays. Benefit of running mod industry is that it means you get a higher passenger count and more money, right? Yeah, passenger on my railroad hasn't been anything spectacular. That's for sure. It hasn't been very spectacular. Okay, we need to go back to the 300. Get him going. Let's go up in a cab. I don't think I've taken you guys in the cab yet on this thing, so let's do that. Pretty cool, right? We'll just leave the door open. Get a little AC here. Little poor man's AC. G's going to handle these cars like they're not even there. This is going to be like running light engines up the hill, honestly. So yeah, Dodik, we're going to be live streaming more, and like I said, live streams are going to be a pretty regular thing. Ultimately, like, what I've always wanted to do is like live stream and then do like regular videos that are clips out of the live streams, but I haven't had a chance to get around to doing that yet. But that's like one of my goals, right, is to do that. Oh man, she's going to run like no tomorrow. That is for sure. Man, that bell is loud. It's like it's in a cab with us, right? Man, that thing is loud. Yeah, this is really, like, this is sweet for a free mod. You can't beat it. Like, you really, like, even the gauges work. I didn't know that. This is supposed to be the amp meter. Yeah, the amp meter. But it's showing fuel. Interesting. Yeah, you can't beat it. For free, you can't. Oh, man, we're getting really fast. We're going to wind up derailing this thing. Clinchfield logo on this diesel train. It's kind of like Clinchfield. That's what I was going for when I did it. It was something like the Clinchfield, the old black and yellow, you know. So, I mean, it's pretty close. I think even the font's kind of close too, right? Let's see what she does in number 2. Numero dos. I used to have a VHS tape of a cab ride on the Clinchfield that was in an F unit. It reminds me a lot of that. It was in the 800 or whatever it was that they had. Wesley, what's up, man? This is, where does the line that veers off to the right go? It goes to an industry down here. It goes to Appalachian Hardwoods. I think that was the old route. Like, I thought someone said that was the old way that they went before they built the lake. And they had to reroute it because of the lake or something. But there's an industry down there in game. Model Railroader did an in-scale Clinchfield a long time ago when I was a kid. Love that railroad. I even bought the book they put out about the layout project. Yeah, the Clinchfield is awesome. I've always been a huge fan. I had VHS tapes that I got of the Clinchfield back in the day. I had two. They had 2 cab ride tapes. They had the south end was done from the F unit, and the north end was just various freight trains. And they like narrated, like crews that worked on the route narrated it. It's like really super interesting. It was the old line to Murphy before the TVA built the Fontana Dam. Okay, there you go, Colin. Thanks, man. There you go. You guys always come in clutch, right? Now it's getting rebuilt. They're rebuilding that line in real life. Or you're talking about the Clinchfield. The Clinchfield, right? Yeah, it's awesome that they're rebuilding. I was really super shocked because, you know, there's like they flirted with closing that line for a while now. They really just have, but especially with the decline of coal. But they're rebuilding it. They're putting a crap ton of money into rebuilding that thing too. I think they're looking at like how vital the railroad is going to be to rebuilding that area, period, because it's going to take them years to get things even remotely close to what it was before. So I think they're looking at the long term, like the amount of material they're going to need up there to redo roads and you know, dirt, gravel, and asphalt and concrete, everything else that they're going to need up there to rebuild. Oh, we got 25 up here. I didn't even notice this stuff. That's cool. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I like it. Listen, you can't beat it for free. Look what happened to Chessie on Sandpatch when Sandpatch washed out. But yeah, I've heard of them having to wash out up there. I didn't know how bad it was. Bush Track, welcome back, dude. We're going up to Robinson in the F units. We're getting the F out. We're getting F units. They're pretty cool. Like I said, you can't beat them for free. Yeah, it's nice up here. This is a nice trip. This really makes me want to see the clinch field in this game. Man, that would be such an awesome route to have. All that coal you can move, all those branches for coal and stuff. Spur and Micah on the south end. Man, you could do a lot on that. You could do a lot on that railroad. That would be a really good one. That would be a good one to have. There's a ton that could be good for this game. That would be a good one though. Quincy wants to see Saluda. Yeah, Saluda would be an awesome one to have too. Litchfield and Saluda are by like the two top ones I would love to see. If they add anything else to this game, and I don't know if they are or not, this may be it as far as I know, but if they were to add more routes to this game, those would be high on my priority list for sure. Oh man, she is running now, right? She just wants to go. I can't help but think we're speeding up here. I'll work his speed down a little bit there. There we go. I was just so thoroughly impressed with the sound. This isn't our branch, right? Oh, this is Hemingway. Okay, never mind. Little blast of the horn for the station there. Look at the map. See what else we got after this. Yeah, there's literally nothing over here. Like, there's no reason to even go over here right now. What's up at Alarka? Is there anything up there industry-wise? I thought I saw somewhere on the route there's a copper mine somewhere or something. Copper mines, okay, that's where it's at. What's up, Elscar? Good to see you, man. Copper mines right there, okay. That kind of reminds me of on the old Hook and Eye, Ducktown in McKaysville. They had those big copper mines up there. Like I said, the Hook and Eye would be another good one too they could do. MG Chemical, Alarka Fuel. Oh, so there's a good bit up there, huh? Is it a moneymaker? Like, does that little branch generate any revenue, or not that great? Not a lot, yeah. Okay, yeah, we're going to do the Y. We'll definitely do the Y, but I don't know if I'm going to worry about going up there too soon. All right, we've run him up here a little bit. Let's man, I like that set. That was such a good move. That was such a good move for us getting those. Let's do all right, we already got our switch up here. Let's go up here to the coal mine. We'll get ready to yard this trade. All right, that guy is still not ready to go. We got a couple of hoppers ready to go, and one more up there is in the process of being loaded. Yeah, it's definitely slow to load up here. It's not super fast. All right, so he's pretty much taken care of. Number one, he should be done. Good enough. Oh man, he's maxed out too. We gotta repair. We gotta shop this thing. Like, there's no way. There's no way we cannot shop this train because it is in like piss poor shape. It is in bad. That derailment hurt us really bad. So let's take him and we're gonna put him over here. At least for a little bit. We got to get it up. Like, I may not max it out, but we need to. It needs to be shopped for a little bit to get back right. Okay, number 800 is ready to go. Let's get him out of here. Let's take him up the Walker side. Let's select 800 first, so we need to grab him. That would suck. There we go. And we need to get that handbrake. All right, let's take the 800 up. We'll shove them right there. That'll be good. All right, now we need to do... I don't want to do 600 yet. We'll get to him in a second. Let's go down here to the number 3. Number 3 needs fuel. For real, we're about to be in trouble with the number 3. Yep. It's about empty. And they're still unloading that, so that's good. All right, let's take number 3 up here. We're done in Whittier. Oh, no, we're not done either. Never mind. We got to cut these guys off and spot them up. Then we got to work Stenzel. All right, let's throw him over there. Oh, these waypoints make it so much easier. Not a lot. You get a lot for your passenger run through though, up to Alarka. Alarka's weird, especially to switchback, so it's kind of a pain to get up there. Copper Mine is slower and less cars than Robinson. Reminds you of the Walker branch, yeah. I'm on T3 for both Copper Mines. I get about 3 or 4 cars on average. Yeah, I'll probably honestly hold off on it, Alarka branch. And now we gotta go back to this guy. Let's do manual. There you go. All right, we'll get this guy topped off and good to go, and then we'll send him back out with we'll send him to get that other cut of logs because they should be ready to go. All right, these are good here. Get a handbrake. Cut you off, and let's take 601. Let's just get him out here for now. We'll take him up there in a minute. There says Spur, can you have oil fired steam engines? I don't think you can, right? I think they're all coal. Yeah, I don't think there's anything oil on here. You got the Mogul, the 10-wheeler, the Pacific. 2 more 10-wheelers. The 060. That's, I got 3 of those. You got the American, Connie, Logging tank Mikado. A logging Mikado. We got the Mikado. The Pacific. Decapod. Call it consolidation. Another Connie. Even bigger Connie. Big Connie there. C-55 is big Connie. And we got Big Emma Berkshire and the Santa Fe. Yeah, that's it. Oil burners we're talking about maybe in the future. Yeah, that would be cool. I don't think there's any mods for oil burners either, honestly. I don't remember that. I think everything's coal at this point. All right, you good, dude? Let's take you, get you a little water. Let's get you some waters up here. What I think of oil burning locomotives, only like the first thing that pops in my mind is the cab forwards, right? Weren't they oil? They had to have been. Like, there's no way they could have done. There's no way they could have done coal in a cab forward. Like I said, I'm not a steam guy. I really don't know much about steam at all. I imagine coal was like a big deal for the SP and the Santa Fe back in the day, especially in the Mojave, Southern California. Tap forwards oil, yeah. Yeah, it's logistically impossible to get coal up to a cab forward. Like, that's never going to happen. Roberta, what's up, man? Good to see you. Quick question. Do you have any articulated locomotives on the railroad at the moment? No, I do not. There's a mod for an articulated locomotive, right? Isn't there an Allegheny? And if there is an Allegheny, is that articulated? Like I said, I'm not a steam guy, so I can't say for sure, but all right, number 3 is ready to go. So we can take 601 and move him up here to Whittier, and then we gotta take number 3 down to Conley Branch. Let's see, he's going to Stenzel. We're going to have to run him around. Let's bring him up here. Run him around on that track. Now we need to get the numero trace. We're going to have to see about shopping this thing too at some point. Let's take him out to Conley Branch real fast. Let's get those other logs. Like someone was saying in the chat earlier, the logs must flow. The spice must flow, right? There's not any logs here. Okay, never mind. They're at the other place. And they're not going to be ready to go. That sucks. Okay, well, we'll swap these around. I got my branches backwards. Man, that's one thing. Like, if I started this game over again, I should have spent way more time hauling these logs and like ramping up Whittier sawmill. Because when I didn't do that, and when I expanded down to Silva, I didn't have much money. I didn't have much of anything. I should have just focused on hauling these logs. Big boys were coal. GS1 SP is oil. Yeah, I don't think UP nearly had the problem with coal like the SP did back, like way back in the day, right? Like, coal was a lot more abundant on the UP than water. Big boy makes sense. It was built to haul coal. Could you imagine if they had the Powder River Basin back during the coal days? Like steam engines going in and out of there, hauling all that coal. So far, we have 2 articulated, the H6 and the Skook. Is that Skookum? I've never even heard of that steam engine before. Both are mods. There's a 2442 and a 2666, and I believe possibly a 2662. I might have to look into that sometime. You got Train Simulator Classic? No, I do not. I don't. Yeah. Yeah, SP was mostly oil burning. Yeah. Back in the day, they didn't really have much coal access at all, if you think about it. At least the Santa Fe had a little bit in New Mexico. All right. We definitely need to swap that cut down there. It's on the Conley branch. 601. Let's get him finished up so we don't have to worry about him anymore. We need to pull that. Yeah, let's go ahead and pull this guy. What diesels do I have? I just have the F units right now. They're up at they're going to Robinson Coal right now as we speak. I got a matching set of F7As. Take a peek at him real fast. Oh yeah, he's done. Nice. Okay. Get this guy taken care of too. Yeah, just a matching set of F units. Black and yellow. Kind of like a clinch build throwback, right? A little bit. All right, let's run around. So these guys can hang out up here till late evening. Then they have to go back on the 511. I can't, like, they can't stay overnight. You guys good to go. That's pretty sharp. I just need a B unit. A B unit would be like perfect. We're going to get more diesel. I want some RS1s for like branch line service. I think those would be cool to have. The U30B for sure. Even though it doesn't sound like a GE on this, like for me on the experimental, it doesn't sound like a GE. It sounds like an EMD. For some reason, I guess the mod doesn't work right with the experimental or something. Grab these guys. We'll set them over. Throw them down there. Santa Fe 2700 series were all as well. Yeah, those Western railroads, they couldn't go all in on coal like the Eastern ones could. How about the SW1 for yard work? Yeah, that's the next diesel I want to get. So I've been debating just taking the $24,000 loan. I can get it for 24 grand, right? Actually, I can get it for 24.3. So if I get an SW1, it's going to go down to the paper mill. Then I won't have to worry about fueling it as much, right? Like it can stay down there forever and it won't be an issue like Steam is. Like Steam's kind of a pain. Then we'll bring the number 2 up to maybe Bryson. The number 2 has been working down there at Silva. We'll probably bring him up to Bryson and put him in storage for a while and then maybe get rid of it. Andrew, what's up, dude? This is hello from Alaska. What modern high horsepower units would you want on this line if you're going to make a mod for this? Like, how modern are we talking? Like current day? Current day or like 80s stuff, you know, I like what do you consider like super modern? I'm assuming current day, but not sure. All right, let's put this guy back. The GP38 mod is cool if you haven't seen it. Yes, I have seen it. I specifically held off on the 38 because I figured that to me, like the 38 is an in-game locomotive right now for what we have, right? Sure, 80s to now, 80s to current. I think, like, man, that's a tough one. Because that, like, the really modern stuff doesn't just suit this railroad, right? Like, AC 4400 would be cool. Like, that's what I know. That was the newest engines that I worked on when I did this in real life. The AC 4400s, and they were always really cool. They impressed me. But, like, they're so out of scale for this as far as the needs of this railroad, right? AC 4400s, SD 42 would be cool. Can't go wrong with a 40-2 as far as reliability. I don't know, really, as far as diesels, what I would love to see in game more than anything is like a U25B, a GP35, you know, really those two on a GP30. A GP30 would be another one. A GP30, GP35, U25B, U28. We got the U30. You know, you could see a U33, U36, which are pretty close. I say GPS or 40-2 SD70 MAC. See, I always had, like, as far as real life experience, I always had bad experiences with SD70 MACs. Like I said, those things were all the time messing up. They all the time had something going on with them. All right, let's take this guy. Let's go back, grab him. Oh, it doesn't want to do it because of the switch. I wouldn't run it back up here. You definitely singing the NS chant. We're on the ground, right? Yeah, 6-axle power. Anything that you can lay down enough tractive effort to roll the track out from under you. The guy that made the 38 is making a 60. That's cool. Like that's gonna be some big power on here for sure. And it's going to be so far modern, like we don't really have anything to pair with it, right? Like you could put the 38 with it if you wanted to. Like that's not unheard of back in the day, but honestly, like I would rather see it progress more in line with the time period, you know. A B40. Yeah, B40 would be cool. They're all right. The Spartan cab dash 8s. They were crap too when I worked on them. They were all the time, but they were ragged. They were good. They were probably good when they were bought, but they were ragged. Like the G's just didn't last. They didn't have the lasting power like the EMDs did, you know. They're the GEs were like throwaway locomotives. You use them up and then you get rid of them. Saluda would be cool because you could use some of the bigger power on it, right? They moved those big coal trains over. Where were those coal trains going over Saluda? They're going to somewhere in South Carolina, right? South Carolina, North Carolina. The oh man, it's on the tip of my tongue. Where were those coal trains? I can't recall it. What is your problem, dude? You just don't like that, huh? All right, okay, I got you, bro. We'll do it manual. We'll do it live. F it. We'll do it live. Oh, that cracks me up. Bill O'Reilly freaking out. Great. YouTube was so good back in the day. You can see the most random stuff on there, man. YouTube and Vines. Vines were really good too. I love Vines. I like Vines better than TikTok. TikToks, yeah, I like Vines way better. Why did it stop here? Oh, the switch is against. That's what the. Oh no, that sucks. That's what his problem was. We didn't clear. Like we're just like a hair on the switch. Doggone it! I'm about to run around this train. Ah. I didn't realize it was just like a wheel's width hanging out. I thought it was a little bit clear. All right, well, we'll let him do that. Push Track says, I just burst out at that. Do it live. My whole office is looking at me, right? We gotta find that song, man. The song where they re-edited that, where his freak out, right? That was like, gosh, that was like in 2010, like that video, if not older than that, man. Hand roll the tank car? How can you hand roll it? Can you hand roll it? From what I heard, the Alaska Railroad modified their SD70 MACs when they bought theirs, and you tell the ARR yeah, okay, they love them. They rented SD70s from UP. I don't know. I just every time I had one of those in a consist, it was just something like they were just a huge headache. Shift W and tap R. So you got to select the car, right? I don't like shift W is like moving me around. Like, how do I do this? Need to be in first person? Okay. I don't understand. I'm not doing that right. I'm about to read up on that. You have to look at the knuckle when you do it. Man, that sounds like a lot of work. By the time I figure that out, the other one's going to be right here on the other end to... We'll just do it the old-fashioned way. No, the W key. All right, let's go back to first. We'll see. Just bust the arrow on it and we'll bleed it. Oh, just put it over. Okay, shift R. Yeah, that's not doing anything for me, dude. I'm hitting shift R. You got to be up close to it. Are we like actually pushing this thing? Try the wheel. Brakes are off. Yeah, brakes are off. Yeah, everything's good to go. Yeah, brakes are off. It's bled. No handbrake. Yeah, it's just not doing anything. I didn't even know that was a thing. Like, yeah, I can't, like, it's not, I'm hitting shift R. Push. There we go. All right, you got to do the body of it. That's cool. I did not know you could do that. Okay, so if you do the body of it, like if you do it on the frame down here, it won't move it. But if you do it on the body, it totally does it. That is so cool. I told you, you guys come in clutch so many times for me. All the time. Yeah, we got it. We got it, Roberta. We got it. She moved. Grasshopper's learning, right? Learn something every day. Like snatch the pebble from my hand. When you can take the pebble, then you're a master. Who remembers Kung Fu? My dad used to watch Kung Fu when I was a kid. I hated that show. Like, I just didn't get it. As a kid, you just don't get that show, right? And now your train's on the wrong side. Yeah, I know. It's on the wrong side now. Yeah, we got to get back on the other side of Stenzel now, so let's do that. I was trying to think for a second. We could jerk it by if we wanted to. We may just do that. We'll just jerk them by. Just get us a little running start here. Just a little bit of a running start. Is that going to be enough? Yeah, that's kind of close. We better take a little bit more room. We need a good running start, and we need room to get separation between the car and the engine. Yeah, we just want to snatch this thing by. This is advanced railroading right here, and a high probability of tearing stuff up. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that or not. To kind of lean out. Let's do the reverser about 50. Max out the throttle. Actually, go the other way. Might help to go forward, Spur. There we go. All right, run down and get the switch. Quick, quick, quick. Sweet. She's cleared, right? Yeah, she's cleared. Catch up. Get to switch and catch up on it. I've used to watch an old head do this in real life all the time. Like, he would roll cars by. Don't forget the grade if you're sending up into loaded. Yeah, I got to where I don't ever kick up in there. It's more of a pain. Like, you have to kick the hell out of them. It's like it's a fine line, right? Like, as far as like how hard you got to kick it and then when you can stop it. We'll just stop it right there. Good enough. All right, let's get 601 back. It's hard to jerk stuff by with the diesels, though. That's one thing I've learned. Like, it's you can't sling this stuff around, nothing like you could with the steam. I wonder, can we just drop these out of here? I bet you could. Now that we could do that rolling trick, I wonder if we could just drop those out of there. Let's try it and see. That should be good. It's two though, is the thing. Like, that doesn't look like it's doing anything, right? Do you have to select it and make it yours? Yeah. Can we do two, or is it just one? No. Oh, that sucks. Let's see if we can roll both of them down by hand. David Carradine, right? Yes. Yeah, however you spell that. Oh, you can do two, really? There we go. Just trying. Come on, go. Oh, that's going to do it, guys. We're going to drop them out of there onto our train. Let's go. Let's push some more. Push. 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 Probably would have been just easier to come up here and grab them. I'm just playing at this point. Like, it don't seem like we get them much faster than that. See, Alaska doing switching with SC70 MACs that were meant for switching jobs, right? Yeah, that's pretty much class 1 railroading nowadays, period. Like, they use these big 6 axles for everything. Oh, don't stall them. We don't squat. Come on, go. Oh, we need to oil this thing too. Wind up with a hot box. Come on, push. That's a neat little trick, just in case if you're fouling the switch just a hair like I was earlier, then I don't think they're going to do it though, man. They just don't look like they want to do it, right? Okay, that's enough of that. It's taking forever. They're not going to do it, right? They're totally not going to do it. Let's just grab them. Grab them. We'll do it live. This Spur is looking at me like, what is he talking about? Obviously, she hadn't seen Bill O'Reilly freak out. That was the good days of YouTube. I'm surprised. I really thought they would have rolled out of there if we could have got them started. Just needs to get to the grade. Yeah, the grade starts about right here. We're gonna move it again. We're moving it like it's going. totally did not know you could do this. Must be on the ground. I am on the ground, dude. What are you talking about? About to get ourselves killed here. All right. Oh, well, it kind of worked. It wasn't that great. You need that soundboard. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm totally going to do that. Like I said, one of the great moments of YouTube. That random stuff you used to could see back in the day. It's not nearly as like random as it used to be. The production quality of YouTube content has gone up exponentially since the early days. You know, like really it has. It's gone up exponentially. Gotta go. Have a great one and live long and prosper. All right, Andrew, I appreciate it, bro. You have a good rest of your day. We'll catch you next time. We'll be around. I'm probably going to wrap this up in a minute too. Here shortly. We've pretty much done everything on the railroad that I really wanted to do. We got our big freights over the road. Well, that's the main thing. Actually, no, we haven't. We got to go check on Big Emma. Big Emma is not over the road yet. So Spur, Star Trek or Star Wars? I like both. I'm a big fan of both of them. They're both different, right? Star Wars is more grungy, a grungy, gritty space adventure, and Star Trek's more futuristic. So yeah, I enjoy both. All right, let's take these guys up there. In fact, we just finished watching The Next Generation last night. This is Spur and I. We watched the original series. I like the original series, Next Generation. I hadn't really gotten into the other stuff, but those are both good. Yeah, I love both. Yeah, I've never bought into that whole, like, why you gotta choose one over the other. They're both completely different stories, right? They're completely different takes on the on space exploration, you know, or really Star Wars isn't really about exploration. It's just more space adventures. Some people get really torqued about that, the whole Star Wars versus Star Trek thing. I'm like, why? Why get upset about it? Just enjoy both. If you don't watch it. You know, I mean, it's as simple as that. Okay, that'll do right there. Let's couple back up. Let's go grab this dude now. Yeah, it just, the waypoint thing doesn't like switches, that's for sure. Yeah, it does not like switches. In fact, I played Star Trek Online. Who was it that was talking about playing SW Tour? Was it you, Switch Track? What? I know. Yeah, I said I play Star Trek Online. And Switch Track was talking about was it you who was playing SW Tour? Someone was in here. Yes, it was you. Okay, so you play Star Trek Online too? Yeah, I haven't played that in years, dude, but I did play it when it first came out. I absolutely played it. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It wasn't too bad. I think the big thing about when it originally released is that you couldn't do anything on the ships themselves. Like, I think people were like envisioning having ships that you could walk around on and do things on and that sort of thing. It's still kind of that way, yeah. Because a lot of people went from like Star Wars Galaxies where you could have ships that you could walk around and do multiplayer stuff on and that kind of, and so they went to Star Trek Online thinking it's going to be kind of the same. It just never happened. All right, now we need to grab this dude up here. There we go. Grab him. Now let's go check on Big Emma real fast, see what she's doing. Where's she even at? Oh, she's down Dillsboro. Okay. We will like fuel wise. She's getting a little bit low in water. Yeah, she's a little low in water. Big Emma, let's get her. Let's grab this guy here. I don't know if we got paper mill stuff to do or not, to be honest. I know there's some stuff down there to pick up. We may wait. Because we already got one outbound cut ready to go. You missed us talking about it earlier, Business Bird. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we were talking about Galaxies. Makes me sad for you. It was amazing. Yeah, Galaxies was one of the better games that I've ever played, believe it or not. Oh man, we got a bunch of wood racks we need to grab up too. Did you ever play Need for Speed World? No, I did not. I've never, honestly, I've never even heard of that game. Yeah, I never played that. I haven't done a whole lot of racing games, to be honest. I've done a few over the years, but more console than anything. Yeah, we got quite a bit to pull here. We may do that before we bring the 511 through. We'll hold Big Emma somewhere. NASCAR Rumble was one of the most enjoyable games that we played, racing wise. That game was a blast, believe it or not. I'm going to do that though. I'm going to do the soundboard of Bill O'Reilly freaking out. Absolutely, that'd be a good one for that. And then when he does it, when he goes, "We'll do it live," then I could be like, "What's the matter with you?"
I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal.
Big Papa Pump. Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner. That dude had muscles on top of muscles. He was so roided up. This is the WCW days, right? Oh, dude, I love WCW back in the day. I sure did. I grew up on that stuff. I grew up watching Georgia Championship Wrestling. Back in the day when they did studio wrestling from Turner headquarters there at Techwood. This doesn't feel the same now, dude. You're absolutely right. There's so much production quality now to wrestling. You know, like the production quality is insane. I love the studio wrestling from back in the early 80s with Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes. Man, that is a train, guys. Look at that. 47 cars, 3,249 tons. We got a little bit to set out up here at Silva. We'll take her on down. I think we're going to bring her down to Silva. We'll bring her down here. We'll let her cool her heels, and then I'll see about working the paper mill. WCW, WWE, I am. Yeah, I didn't get into WWE until later, until the Attitude Era, by far. Before that, I was WCW, but that's all we really had available to watch down south, right? It was Turner. Turner was everything. You know, Georgia Championship, Turner, don't you mean WWF DX? Was it WWF at that time? I can't remember. When did they get the F out? Who would you take, Undertaker or Kane? What do you mean, like to take on and fight, or take as a tag team partner, or? If the early 2000s, okay, yeah, WWF in the late 90s did. Yeah, DX. I like the early DX stuff. I like the NWO. I was a huge NWO fan, guys. If I could get an NWO t-shirt right now, I may have to do that. I think there's some on Amazon. NWO for life. Wolfpack, baby. It's just too sweet, right? It's too sweet. Big Goldberg, what the Rock is cooking. Oh man, that was the best, right? Like, it's nowhere near comparable. It's nowhere near comparable these days as it was back then. Man, that was the golden. You know, we talked about the golden age of railroading. That was the golden age of wrestling. This was WWF in the 80s when the Von Erichs wrestled. How much did they wrestle in the WWF? Were they there? They weren't there very long, right? Like, I just see Kerry died, what, in the early 90s? I bet the Big Show, the Giant back then. That's cool. You know who I always wanted to meet, especially since we started living in the Texas Panhandle, was Terry Funk, because Terry was over in Amarillo, right? Like, the people were all the time seeing him around in Amarillo, like different restaurants and stuff. He lived just south, or he had a home just south of Amarillo, down towards Canyon. And I always thought it was like, that was one that I always really wanted to meet, was Terry Funk. And of course, it did never happen. He wound up passing away, unfortunately. But Jason Page says WF still for sure in the early mid 90s, right? Okay, what do we got going on? We're moving. Big Emma's coming down. Man, I'm trying to think of how we could do this, because we've got the outbound cut here. We may go ahead and end this here, guys, and see about some lunch. Like I said, I've done everything that I've wanted to do on the railroad today so far. We got our other F unit. We got a matching set, so that's good. This person says lunch sounds good, Mr. Spur. Yeah, I think it sounds pretty good to me too. All right, Spur, have a good stream. All right, guys, I appreciate all watching. I really do. It means a lot. I enjoy the hell out of it. It's been an absolute blast. Just shooting a breeze on anything, right? Talk about wrestling, talking about railroading, games, food, you name it. You name it. We hit it, right? We hit that. we hit all kind of stuff. Thanks, Darren. I appreciate it, man. Thanks, Brandon. 09 train fan. Nick. Twitch track. McJacko. This is WWE tickets are ridiculously expensive now. Really, I've never been to one. I should have gone back into WCW days. They were down in Columbus all the time. Never did go. Michael. I hope I didn't miss anyone. If I did, I apologize. Roadburner. Yeah, you guys are awesome. I've really enjoyed it. Jason, yeah, I've enjoyed it, guys. Y'all have a great rest of your day. I don't know when I'll stream again. Probably next week, unless I throw something up spur of the moment. We might have a Spur stream, but otherwise, I'll see you next week. So you guys take care. Be sure to hit that like if you haven't, because it helps a lot. And we'll catch you guys out there next time. Peace.